did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Newi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile somewhere talking? How can that affect me?
Allow me to worship Chukwukika Biama on behalf of the entire family listening right across the length and breadth of this verse. Umu Chineke. All of you who are ordained, all of you who are destined to perform wonders, I welcome all of you. Now, I will present you to Chukwukika Biama in heaven. Therefore, our Father who resideth in heavens above, looking down upon the pain and the suffering of your children, as was foretold by those who has gone before us, that a day will come when the world will gang up, when all the children of darkness will congregate to prevail against your children. That time is now. We are in pain. We are in so much suffering that man cannot begin to comprehend it. We ask for your mercy. We ask for you to come and present and provide a way where there is none. We ask you, Chukwukika Biama, if we came amara n'ime ndụ ụmụ gị niile ndị IPOB n'ebe niile dị iche iche ruo ebe niile ụwa sọtụrụ ka ịdị mma gị na ebere gị biko gbaso ha ụbọchị niile nke ndụ ha. Ọkwa asụsụ eluigwe. We call upon you this evening. The vultures are congregating. The saboteurs are rising up. We are beginning to identify them. And we are dealing with them. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask you for courage. We ask you for every ounce of determination and resoluteness. Make us as hard as steel, as only you can do. Baptize us in your word, in your knowledge, in your truthfulness, and in your strength. Make it impossible for our enemies to come close to us. Destroy them before they come very close. We will be tempted, of course. Our defenses will be tried without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes there may be breaches, but in the end we prevail because that is your word and that is your promise. This evening we hold on resolutely to that very command of yours. Your own spoken word. The word that you gave to your children when you said to them that they should not worship any idol, they should not bow before any graven image. We have made mistakes in our lives. We have bowed before European idols. We have done everything but worship you in truth and honesty. But now, having realized the errors of our ways, we present ourselves before you, that you may do with us as you please. So it was prayed thousands of years ago. That same prayer will re-echo because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you. We can have the best defenses in the whole world. We can procure the finest anti-jamming equipment available. But it is you that will defend your inheritance. You will defend Biafra. You know that we are honest and truthful people. You know that we preach this gospel in the knowledge that your children must be free in the land of the living, that they may go back and worship you in Zion as they have done thousands of years ago. This is our prayer now and always because we are your children. You can't abandon us to the forces of evil and darkness. That is not your will, and it can never be. That is why today, tomorrow, and always, as you have called us to undertake this very monumental and epic task, as you have determined that your word must be preached in the land, that very land which our ancestors thousands of years ago. So shall it be done in our lifetime. Allow us to be worthy to serve thee. Chukwu Abiama, allow us to be considered worthy to serve you. You know we speak the truth. Our enemies are liars. They are cheats and they are killers. They are bloodthirsty bastards, all of them. All of them bar none. They have brought their lies to bear upon all their dealings. Their tongue is very spiteful against those of them who are righteous before your sight. Please don't allow shame to befall your children. Don't allow shame to befall your name, because we answer your name, we bear your name. That is why today we make this very prayer in the sure knowledge that Biafra will be restored as your own kingdom upon the face of the earth. That you will be worshipped every blessed day of our lives, as our children will do, and so will their children. Until time everlasting, we have prayed in your name. Ise, Ise, Ise.
Good evening, great Biafrans, wonderful people, beautiful people. I welcome you this evening. Today, of course, is the first day of August 2026, the year of our Lord. This is Biafra Radio, and this is where we worship Chukwu Okikabiama, where we worship Elohim Onye Promihenile. As you are joining this evening, permit me to welcome you. And as I'm welcoming you, please do the same and welcome others. We are worshiping Elohim here, and of course, it is Biafra Radio. And on this platform, we preach the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. This is, of course, led by Master Chris Wogo, under the leadership of Onyendu, the supreme leader and the supreme commander of the indigenous people of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he always win. I say he always win. Okay, me have nanya. And as you are watching all those shenanigans, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu always come on top. And the reason is simple, because he is called for this effort. He is called to restore Biafra. And the restoration of Biafra is a calling. It is not business. It is a calling. If you are called, you are called. If you are not called, in vain you are doing. All right, once again, my name is Barr IykeObed Onoha. And of course, without any ado, we have prayed, we have done all the necessary thing, and I have my guests, of course, waiting. I cannot keep men of this caliber waiting. But of course, as you know, radio, we have to do the necessary thing. I'm going to bring them up, of course. As I'm bringing them up, we will now begin to process, of course, this evening. She will be co-hosting with me as always. I will try to bring up my guest up. Let me just a second, please. I need to sort out things. All right. All right, there we go. I need to put it on so that I can be able to bring up the guest. All right, I'm bringing up my guests one after the other. And of course, I want you to please begin to share this broadcast. Begin to share. Very, very important that you share this broadcast all across all platforms. Invite your friends, invite your enemies, because they need to hear the gospel according to the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra, the rise of the rising sun. All right, good evening. If you can hear me, please unmute yourself so that I can confirm that you can hear me.
Yeah, good evening from Germany, Barrister. I can hear
All right,
you.
you live and direct, and I believe humanity are hearing you. Thank you very much, and welcome
Okay.
to be. If you can greet our people and do the needful. Yes, you know how we do this, Mus. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, dear friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom, all our well wishers, our friends, including our enemies, including those that pretend they don't listen to us, but they do actually. I welcome all of you this evening to our live broadcast today, the 1st of August 2026. I welcome all of you. My name is Mrs. Nayanya. By the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, I am the head of finance of IPOB and also budget and budget planning. Today we are here, just like Barrister said, with members of the Directorate of State. We are here this evening to address Biafrans. Please bring your pen and paper and pay attention as we start. Thank you, Barrister. Over to you again while I wait.
All right,
There.
thank you very much, Wada Nenayanya, and of course, you have, of course, did the needful, if I may say. Right now, we will continue in earnest, and of course, it will be time for us to start our introduction. Wada Nenayanya, please help me out. How do we go about this introduction? Because I don't want to make mistakes.
Can you bring the full people so I can see them, because I
All
only
right, just
see
one second.
myself.
I will do just that. There you go. These are the
Okay,
whole people here. Yes, go ahead.
okay, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, now I go to our HOD, the head of Directorate of State. Please, the floor is yours. Can you introduce yourself to Biafrans, please?
All right. Good afternoon, Biafrans, both home and across the globe. And my name is Mazi Chris Mwogo, and I am the head of the Directorate of State, DOS. Onyendu is our leader, and we are the fourth administration, the fourth, and I will unequivocally claim that we are going to be the last
Absolutely.
as Biafra comes. That's my belief, and that's the belief of these fourth administrations. We are very firm in this belief. And we are here this evening because we are just in a very pivotal moment of this struggle. We come that we may have dialogue, that we may talk to Biafrans all over the world, and that we may share some reasonable communications to every Biafrans. And we are here live streaming on Biafra Radio. And I want to use this privilege to say thank you to our host, Barrister Honor, for having us. It's a pleasure to be in your studio live this afternoon from where I am located. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. And that is our head of the Directorate of State. You heard the man. He said that this will be the last. And I do concur. Madam, please take it up.
Yes, thank you very much. Welcome to you, our HOD. Now, I will now go to the Deputy Head of Directorate of State. I think he is here.
Yes,
Aziz Solomon. Please unmute yourself and introduce yourself to Biafrans.
Thank you, Wada, Mrs. Saya. Good evening, fellow Biafrans, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom across the globe. I want to sincerely thank our leader, Mazen Nandekano, first for giving me the opportunity to serve our people. For me, it's an honor. And our HOD, I thank you, our boss, and we are here with you, and we always support you. You have said it all. We are here to speak to our people, and we are here to stay. And this will be the last administration, as you have rightly pointed out. And we are here to serve our people with honest and truth. And I also want to thank you, our brother Mazi Keshiku. Keep on the good work you are doing, and the Elohim Chukwu Okike will continue to bless, protect you and your family, and every other Biafrans who are working in honest for the restoration of Biafra. Thank you. And our sister, Mrs. Saya, keep on the good work we are doing. We are here. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, thank you once again. I see Mazi Chidebem Onyechukwu Ebere. Please, can you introduce yourself? Please, dear friends, share the program as you go tune in, share, like. Please, it's very important. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it everywhere on WhatsApp, wherever you are. Please, it's very important.
All
Then,
right,
over
share
to you,
and
please.
share and share. Please continue to share.
Yeah, sure.
Good morning to you from here, Mazi Chidubem Onekachukwu from IPOB Indonesia speaking. I am the Asian representative. Mazi IykeObed, I greet you so much.
They want
Biafrans,
to make it.
I'm members of the IPOB family, both home and in Biafra land and across the diaspora. Distinguished guests and friends of our cause, I greet you all. I remain the Asian representative. I am saying we are here to
Mazi
serve you all.
Chidubem, what is the time there in Asia?
The time here now is around 2:20 a.m. in the morning.
Unbelievable. They want to
Yes.
make it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, we now thank you very much. We go to Mazi Chukwu Dinwogu. Please introduce yourself. Thank you.
Hello and greetings to fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Mazi Chukwu. I am the head of medicals and welfare. I bring you greetings from down under, Australia. I would say thank you for having the confidence in us as your servants in the 4th DOS. I believe, just like the head of the unit has said, under the leadership of Martin Adekano, we will do everything in our power to make sure that Biafra comes. Thank you. It's good to interact with you once again.
All right, thank you very much. Please excuse me, please, if I remove you to the back end, do not misunderstood. The studio can only take 10 people, and you know it's quite a lot of us. So if you have introduced yourself, I will put you on the back end and put those who have not done so. And later on, we'll bring you back to have your say. Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm sure they all heard you. Please, Vice, can you bring us back to again? Let me see who is the next one because it's only.
Sorry, I will do that just now.
Thank you.
Just 1 second. There you go.
Okay. Ejiro, please, can you introduce yourself?
Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, HOD, and good evening, comrades. And good evening to our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. My name is Wanda Ejiro Blanchard. I live in France. By the special grace of Ogene Chukwuokike Abasi Tamuno, I am the Deputy European Rep. Thank you so much, Madam Anya, for the good work you are doing for the people of Biafra. We appreciate you. And I also want to thank our head of media for your good work. Thank you for bringing us here. Thank you for having me in this evening's program. Biafrans, we encourage you to share this live. Share. It's all about us. It's all about you. It's all about Biafrans. So share the live. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Right. Now we go to Mazi Gosife. Can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself to Biafrans, please?
Yes. Good morning, Biafrans. I'm not sure if I'm visible.
Yes, go ahead, Mazi.
All right, thank you. I salute the house, and my most immense salute goes to our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We're happy to be here, Biafrans, to speak to you. One of the things that we promised you, that we are going to be visible and we are going to be very closer to you. So we are here once again, as we promised. to share and to dialogue with you today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We go to the next person. Mazin Didiaworum, please, can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself to Biafrans, please?
Thank you. Good evening, Biafrans. Good afternoon and good morning, wherever you are. My name remains Mazi Ndidaworum. I live here in the USA, and by the grace of Chukwu Abiyama, your North American continental rep. And I say special thanks to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, HOD, Mazi Chris, Deputy Mazi Solomon, and our head of finance, Madam Anya, of course, who the moderator here, our media head, Barrister Honor.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now we'll go to the next person. Barrister, bring us back again to the floor so that I will know.
Sorry, I completely forget. Let me do that. There we go. We are back again.
Thank you very much. Now we go to Mr. Michael Starter. Please, can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself to Biafrans? Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. My name is Mike Starter. Thank you, first of all, for the welcome here. I want to also thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for having the faith in the first place to put me in this position. I'm in the UK, and I'm the diplomatic relations officer for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the UK. It's great to be here, and it's great over the last 5 years, I suppose, to actually get back to sanity and push this movement forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sosa. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming this evening. Now we go to the next person. That I'm seeing the name. I can bring me back to the phone. Now we go to Mazi Chima. That's the name I see here, Mazi Chima. Unmute yourself, please, and please, Biafrans. There we go.
Good afternoon from my location. Morning, evening, depending on where you are. I want to stand on existing protocol and introduce myself. I am currently serving as the Canada National Coordinator and also a member of the Directorate of States. It's an honor to be with you guys and to serve Biafran whole soul and wholeheartedly. Thank you. I stand by.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Who again is here? Yes, I go to Mazi Terry Nemi. Please unmute yourself and greet Biafrans. Thank you.
Mazi Terry Nami, please go ahead.
Okay. Am I coming out very clearly?
Go ahead. The whole world is listening.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay. I am Kumaway Tarinimi. I am African rep. And by the special grace of Elohim, I'm from Bielsa, which is an extraction of Biafra. And I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to Biafrans, depending on where you're listening from. And everything that we are going to be talking about here, please, it's very important that everyone pay attention. And like our leader would say, if you have your pen and paper, please take it so that you can take note of important things that you do not forget. Thank you. I'll stop it for now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think, Barris, I think that's the group we have for now, unless if there's anybody in the background that you want to bring.
You forgotten me. You forgotten me.
Oh boy. Barrister is because, sorry, man.
All right, no, I
Now,
understand.
Barrister Ikechukwu, please introduce yourself.
All right, thank
Yeah.
you very much. My name is Abarisike Chuku Onoha. I reside here in South Africa, Johannesburg to be precise. I am the head of media of IPOB, and I want to appreciate Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi and also Chukwu Kikabiama, and my fellow, members of the directorate, and the head of directorate himself and his deputy. I say, may Elohim bless you all. And one that Nayanya, who has been doing this, I don't know since when. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, our barrister. Now, I think everybody have said something. They've greeted Biafrans. Now, we'll go back to the floor is now for our HOD to address Biafrans, and then we'll be coming gradually, depending on the topic. Over to you, please.
Thank you very much, madam. And credible host, Barrister Onoha. Fellow Biafrans, this is live. And we, as your fourth and final administration of this struggle, like I want to reiterate again that you are looking at the fourth and the last as Biafra comes soon. We are here this afternoon presenting ourselves exactly the way we are. It's a promise, like one of our members has reiterated earlier, that we'll be reaching out. We'll be having conversation live with everyone, every Biafrans, wherever you are. We will reach out to you. We will meet you where you are and everybody is. We thank you. And these are the credible team that has been doing the right thing since we were inaugurated. So this evening, this afternoon, or this night, perhaps this good night to some people, fellow Biafrans, everyone at home, and those of you living across the world. What we intend to do here today is to address you live on the airwaves of Biafra Radio. You've seen us, how united we are, and how unwavering, commitment to this struggle for self-determination. We can all see that we are trying to make sure that our rights, our destiny, and our sacred duty. For decades, everyone knows that we have endured a hardship. We've endured injustice and denial of our identity. Yet, through perseverance and unbreakable spirit of our people, you can all see that as we stand here tonight, as we all converge in this studio this evening, we are, I can tell you, at a very pivotal moment of our quest for this freedom. The hour of our destiny is upon us. At this critical juncture, I must speak with candor and with resolve. I want to say, saboteurs, those who undermine our struggle from within, will no longer be tolerated. Saboteurs, when I say saboteur, they include spreading false information about our movement. When I say saboteur, those collaborating with adversaries, leaking sensitive information, or deliberately weakening our unity and resolve. Betrayal also encompasses public insults or acts of disrespect towards Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as well as any form of disloyalty that undermines our efforts. Our movement cannot afford division or betrayal. The stakes are too high and the sacrifice is too great. Anyone found working against our cause or disrespecting our leader, Onyendumazi Nnamdi Kanu, will face the full consequences of the law. There will be no refuge for those who choose treachery over loyalty or discord over unity. We stand resolutely behind our leader, whose vision, whose courage, and whose sacrifice has brought us to this point. Any act against Onyendumazi Nnamdi Kanu is an act against every Biafran's and every essence of our nation, Biafra. This serves as a clear warning. All saboteurs and those who sow discord should take heed. To all true Biafrans, I urge you to demonstrate unity and loyalty through positive actions. Support one another through community service, show respect to fellow citizens, engage in peaceful advocacy, and uphold the reputation of our movement wherever you are. Each of us has responsibility in building a united and unstable force for freedom. As I make this firm statement, let us also recognize and celebrate the core comrades who work tirelessly to bring our dream to fruition. I extend my respect and gratitude to you. Your dedication and integrity guide our paths to freedom. Moving forward, we will establish additional ways to honor your contributions, including public acknowledgement during broadcast, recognized awards for outstanding services, and community appreciation events. Let every supporter know that your efforts are valued and that Biafra remembers it through champions. Let us advance with unity, courage, and vigilance. I urge every supporters to take concrete steps, attend upcoming community meetings, spread awareness through social media and personal networks, volunteer to support logistics and organizations, and contribute your skills where they are mostly needed. Each action, regardless of skills, strengthens our collective resolve. Together, we will achieve our objective. Biafra will rise, and our children will inherit the freedom we secure today. Long live Biafra. Long live our leader, Onyendumazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you. Thank you. I yield back to our host, Barrister Honor. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to name, please?
Yes, Barrister, do you have anything to add to what HOD have said before? Because we need to go around. We need the
All right.
views
Of course.
of other people. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. Of course, what our HOD have said is a straight warning. And then, of course, we need to call it for what it is. The days of people insulting Onyendumazi Nnamdi Kanu, those days has gone. If you insult our leader, there will be consequences. It's absolutely that way. We are no longer keeping quiet, and we're not going to do it violently. We follow the rule of law, because there is what we call a law deformation of character. You need to go to court and answer. And by the time you fork out a lot or other amount of money in paying for damages, next time you will behave. Onyendumazi Nnamdi Kanu has shedded blood and tears in forming this IPOB family. And of course, he does not deserve what he is getting from all these saboteurs. And we, the Directorate of State, as well as the 100 men, we will not allow our leader's name to be dragged to the board. And this is all I have to say. Ndeo.
Thank you very much, because I will go by the rules, The Mazi Solomon, the deputies, do you have anything to add to that? Because I'm going to ask one or two questions to that to know the views of people with this aspect. I'll come into that soon.
No, thank you, Mrs. Aya, and thank you, our HOD, for that wonderful speech. You have said it all. Our leader, Mazen Nandekano, has worked so much hard in so many things in keeping this movement going. Nobody can talk about Biafra without our leader, Mazen Nandekano. I know we give credit to our late leader, Father Chukwuemeka Odumogwe Juku. We know he did very well. But I think, I believe most of the credit should go to our leader, Mazen Nandekano. We are talking about Biafra today is because of him. If not our leader, Mazen Nandekano, I don't think you and I will be here speaking about Biafra. We all know that so many people that came before him, they're collected, most of them were bribed, and they're not talking about Biafra today. But you think about this innocent man being incarcerated in the prison because of the freedom of his people. And it could have been easy for him to take something and walk away, and then nothing will happen. But he decided to be there because of you and I. And then someone will be coming to talking about him, or blackmailing him. I think we are not going to tolerate that anymore. Like our barrister said, we are going to do things in a legal way. It's not like we are going to take any this thing, but we know what we are doing. Like those of us who know me, I don't like coming on air to talk about what we are doing. I like for the action to speak, because as actions speak louder than words. As we know, the enemy cannot destroy what they don't know. So the enemy can only destroy what they already know. So, and we are doing something, and as like our HOD said, yes, we are doing something, and we are working, and nobody can come and talk anything or insult our leaders. We are not going to tolerate that anymore, not any longer. Those days has gone. So what I'm asking is that we should put our heads together. Wherever you are, as long as you're a Biafra or friends of Biafra, we have to come together to support our leader, Mazen Nandekan. What surprises me is that in some people's, I know some of the people that I know, which are not they are not even Igbos, you understand me? In fact, some of these people are not even Biafrans. Some of them were surprised the way some few of our people are talking about our leader. They're surprised that some of them were like, had even we have like someone like Nnamdi Kanu, I think you could have been proud and support him and give him our maximum support. So what I'm asking now is that each and every one of us have to come out to support our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He deserves our prayers. He deserves our support. Everything you can think of. He has suffered so much because of you and I. So for how long are we going to, stop supporting those elements that are those individuals that you and I know they have collected something from the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, and some of them were actually been given something to be coming to talk against our leader. But what I know is that even when we went to the Igbo festival, Igbo Arts and Festival, something held in London last time, I was surprised the kind of the love people, the way people love our leaders. Everybody coming there, they were taking picture with our leaders' banners. In fact, this has shown me that I don't need anybody to tell me that our people love our leader. Those people that I see insulting our leaders, they're just few. It's just few of them, but Biafran love our leader. And we are here for you, our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And like our HAD said, we are not going to disappoint you. We do our best. If you're among those insulting our leader, we want that to end now. It must end. We are not going to take it anymore, not any longer from anyone. And we are not joking. Those that know me, when I say we do something by the grace of Elohim, I normally get it done. Please, I'm pleading for each and every one of us. We must support our leader, and our HOD, Mazi Chris. He's a good man. Thank you. I will still come back if there is any other thing. I will still come and add more of my view. I'm still commenting based on what our HOD said. And if you look at what is happening today in the world, they're focusing attention not only what is happening in Africa, because there's a lot of global crisis happening across the globe. They're actually focusing about themselves. They don't care about what is happening to us in Africa. But I can tell you that this administration, we have done a lot and we are doing, but I don't like coming to saying what we are doing. And they are hearing us. They're taking all our complaints, all our petition, everything is being taken on board. A lot of diplomatic work are going on. It's just a few of them you are seeing, being published on the social media. But the major work is not something that, as I rightly said before, that the enemy don't destroy what they don't know. But this administration, we are working. And our leader, Mazen Nandekan, he's also working. He's a good man. And I believe you me, Mazen Nandekan will never disappoint. He's there to restore Biafra. If not our leader, the way these people are invading the Southwest, that is how these people have been invading our land, even though they are doing it now. But they're still scared because of our leader. If not, what you are seeing happening in your state could be a child play that what could have been happening across the Biafra land. But this only our leader these people are scared of. And if there is any other person that can tell me that his voice is louder, that he can do what our leader Mazen Namdekan is doing, let that person come out, let's see the person. But none of them are coming out. They're just hiding behind their wife bed and they're yapping and talking rubbish. Our leader Mazen Namdekan remain the only goals for Biafra restoration. And every Biafran must come and give him the maximum support he deserves. And prayer, most importantly, he needs our prayers and our maximum support. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before I ask any question, I would like everybody to give their own views on exactly what HOD have said. Thank you very much, Hassan. I go to the next person on the roll. Please, can you bring me back again? Thank you very much. Now I go to Mazia Worom. What do you have to say to what HOD have just said, please? Because it means our work is the one speaking. We don't try, we don't go and start talking, but our work is doing the talking. That's what it means. So what do you have to add to this, please? I would like to have everybody's view here before I go to the question that I really want an input from every one of us. Go ahead, please, Mazia. What do you have to say?
Yeah, well, thank you, Madam Anya. Well, like our HOD said, deputy said, and mostly our media head equally said it. The time to keep quiet is gone. When anybody talks any evil, disrespect, insult on our leader, we can't just keep quiet. Like he said, it's not like, I keep saying it even when I come on this radio. I do not talk much. I believe in action. And anybody that knows me knows I believe in action. So there is a lot of garbage going on the social media. I just take it as social media. But there comes a time those things got to put you got to put a stop to it, and enough will be enough. So in order not to take too much time, the simple thing is this: you disrespect our leader, you disrespect Biafra as a whole. And if we claim we love Biafra, we love our leader, and we're here to serve, you can't just fold your hands and let it be like so. We are not chiefs. Biafrans have great wisdom, knowledge, and you know, like like our deputy said when he went to the uh, Igbo festival or something, I can't remember. But I keep telling people, these people underestimate the love that Biafrans have for our leader. I'm not kidding. They really underestimate it. It has happened before. It's happening again. And no matter what, our leader will always rise up. And in due time, we will all see that they will fizzle away. It's just a matter of time. I'll stop here. They will.
Thank you very much. Like I said, I would like every input from everybody, every member in DOS here. Now, the screen keeps changing. Now we'll go to Mazi Chukwudi. Please, what do you have to say to that? What's your input with regards to what they
Hello, comrade. Yeah, thank you once again. Give me this opportunity. Yes, I listened to what the HOD said. He made a valid expose. I don't have much to add in what he said, apart from appealing to fellow Biafrans, also appealing to ex-DOS members who are bent on bringing down the struggle. I would say it is not the right way to go. Threatening people, wanting to kill them, wanting to buy them, or sharing Biafrans' addresses in Nigeria to the public and SSS is not the right way to go. We are not enemies. We shouldn't be. We have a greater enemy ahead, which is the amalgamated Nigeria. We are all slaves in that part of the world, and our goal and target should be to be free. So turning back and facing your fellow comrade and wanting to bring them down, wanting to buy them, I don't think is an animalistic instinct and should not be encouraged. So I'm preaching peace. I am preaching to each and every one of them to down their tools and let us face our true enemies, our slave masters in that part of the world. Thank you, comrades.
Thank you very much. Then we go to the next person. Back again. Yeah, we'll go to Mazi Gosife. Over to you. What do you have to say to what HOD said? Your own input, please. Unmute yourself.
Thank you. Everything HOD has said so far encapsulates the very objective for forming this very administration, or for installing this very administration. So as we have maintained over the course of our installation, since our leader appointed all of us, we are maintaining and we are standing on that to say that we are here to lead our people right. We are here to amend ways. We are also here to galvanize the family, unite the family, which is very, very central to what we are doing. Unity is at the core of what we are doing. If we don't unite, if we don't build bridge of friendship across board, we will find it very difficult. So we are urging every single Biafrans around the globe to understand, to reflect, and to be reminded of the fact that the reason why we are gathered here is because of our freedom, our self-preservation. Our leader is leading from the front. Our leader has said everything on our hallowed chamber in the past 10 to 12 years, educating us. We must remember everything that our leader has taught us. We must be mindful of all of them, and we must remain united. We are reaching out to different groups, even those that are aggrieved, those that may have, been treated in a certain way in the past. We are reaching out to them to make sure that everyone comes on board. This is very central. Working as a team is central to our success. If we are going to succeed, we need to build bridge of friendship, and that's exactly what we are doing. It is necessary that our people understand it. It is necessary that our people be aware of the fact that to succeed, we have to work together as one unit. So we need to continue to reach out. We need to continue to build bridge of friendship, talk to people. And when we reach out to you, make sure you comply, because If you are not complying, you are undermining what we are doing. I know some of you are ignorant. If you don't comply, you are undermining what we are doing. You are betraying the cause. You think going on air, insulting our leader is the only way to betray the cause? By not complying, by not doing what you are supposed to do, or by trying to undermine another officer or trying to not listen to command, is undermining what we are doing. We are here to serve you. It is important that we all work together. It is very, very crucial that we work together. We are passionate. We want to ensure that our leader succeeds. That is why everything we do is we are determined, very, very determined. So we are urging our people to continue to stay resolute, remain glued to this radio, continue to follow, continue to do your bit, because everyone has a bit to do. All of us have a bit to do. And when we converge our bits, it becomes a whole, and that whole makes effect. All right. So we are urging you continue to listen to command, continue to follow what we are saying, continue to listen to the leadership. The leadership are closer to you, like I've always promised you. We will continue to host program here over the next week or two. We will continue to come your way on different platforms. We have another program tomorrow. We will continue to reach out to you, listen to you, dialogue with you, hear your complaints, and then take your complaints into consideration and then make decisions on them. All right. So I'll hang on here. Thank you.
Okay, I'll go on to the next person, please. Who is the next person on the queue? Yeah, thank you very much. The team keeps safe. Okay, I'll go to Mazi Chima. Please, over to you.
All right, Mazi Chima is unavailable at the moment. He's driving.
Okay, no problem. Then we go to Mr. Starter. What do you have to say, please? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to reiterate what HOD and the Deputy HOD said. Basically, a lot of the things that we're seeing now on Twitter, on Facebook by some very disgruntled people, is irrelevant, really, in my eyes. They talk, or they will always put the caveat that, we're still in support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but you can't possibly be in support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if you don't recognise the people who he's now put in position of the fourth DOS. You can't possibly. So anybody who basically is still in support of the ex-DOS is not in a position to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I mean, I say that as an outsider, basically, non-Biafran, but it's glaringly obvious. You can only be one thing, and if you do not respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a leader of the IPOB leadership and the whole organization, then basically you can talk for the next million years. It is totally irrelevant. And I think what's disgruntling people at the moment, they're a bit confused. They don't know who to side with. The only option is to side with the people who are supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that's the fourth DOS. The main reason I think there's a lot of people who are ranting on Twitter, on Facebook, on a lot of social media is because the cash cow has gone. The majority of people who were put in position by the third DOS were put in there for financial reasons, and now them financial pathways have been blocked. That's the problem, and that's their main concern. The money now doesn't flow. So the evidence is there. Mazi Georgioume, the European rep, has been broadcasting for the last 2 or 3 years, exposing everything that's gone on. It's not rocket science. You don't need to be in a position of anything to realize the damage that was caused, and it was purely through financial gain. So in my eyes, as I've said before, and the other people on the panel have said before, unless you're 100% behind Mazinandi Kanu and 100% behind the fourth DOS, your opinion is totally irrelevant. Biafra will come. There's a lot of work to do. I say I'm in the UK. The UK basically is at the forefront of holding on to Biafra, really, as part of Nigeria. There's a lot of work to be done, but God helping, the Deputy HOD, myself, Mazi John Chume, I've got a lot of work to do in the United Kingdom, but it will come. Biafra will come. Mazinandi Kanu will get released. But we have to, everyone needs to be together in one unit, or it will be one struggle. To me, an old saying from, it was actually John F. Kennedy in America who said it, and you could basically say, instead of saying what IPOB can do for me, what can I do for IPOB? What can I do for Biafran freedom? And that's what people should be focusing on. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Starter, for that speech. Thank you, thank you. And I'll go to the next person who is on the screen now. We now have Ejero, Nwade Ejero. Please, over to you. Unmute yourself, please.
Thank you so much, Madam Maya, for bringing me up. In contribution to what our HOD have said, I think the HOD is very much on point. Our leader must be protected jealously. Our leader represents freedom. When you talk about freedom, he represents everything that has to do with freedom. I call him the icon of freedom. So whoever that is attacking him is attacking his or our freedom. We quite understand that nothing good comes easily. Yes, whatever challenges that the struggle is going through today and our supreme leader is going through today, it's a sign that the freedom is fast approaching. Everything that is happening, he saw it. He saw it, he predicted, and it's happening the exact way he said it. So somehow I'm not surprised, because if I am surprised, it seems as if we're not expecting it. Mazi knew that things will happen this way. That is why he said it, that a time will come where some of you will be bought over. When you are bought over, of course, what do? You have to rebel. You have to be a betrayer. You have to start blackmailing. You have to start fabricating stories. So all these things they are saying about our leader, we are very much aware that it's going to happen, and it is happening. So what our HOD said, we all stand in solidarity with our leader, because he is fighting for our freedom. He's the one that is sacrificing for every one of us. So we would not tolerate anyone that is going beyond the red lines. We are going to take every legal action against them. We have started it already, and it's not going to stop there. So if you know that whatever you are saying, you can back it up with evidences, and you're very sure that, yes, when it comes to the illegal procedures, you can be able to defend yourselves, then go ahead. But if you know that you're just talking out of emotion or out because you are being manipulated, it's high time for you to withdraw and to stay away from blackmailing an innocent man who is even sacrificing for you. So this fourth administration is not here to joke. We are here to work. We are here to produce results, and we are not just going to fold our hands why people are bastardizing and sabotaging the efforts of our leader and this very DOS. So I will leave it here, but what I have to say is that we are solidly behind our leader, and I so much agree with our HOD for the submission. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we are with our leader. This is no longer 2021, 22, 23, 24, or even 25. We are now in 2026. Anyhow they want it, we are ready for them. It's going to be legal cases upon legal cases. I hope not when the time comes they will say it's the devil, because devil is staying on his own and you decided to go and dine with the devil. Devil will not even remember them that time. So let them don't say it's the devil. Now I go on. Thank you very much, our sister. Now I go on to Terry. Mazi Terry, please, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. I will start this with something I came across recently. But first of all, for those that are not aware, the slave trade, as we know it, that occurred in Africa for about 400 to 500 years. The slave trade that occurred in Africa is not, it didn't start with the Europeans. The slave trade started with Arabs when they started invading Africa from the north. And because of the Sahara Desert, they could not bring large armies. That was how they invented slave trade in Africa, by coming as bandits and capturing people, just as the Fulani headsmen are doing today. That was how the Arabs started in Africa, and invading communities and taking slaves. Now, I came across a record or something concerning what one slave master, one Arab slave master, I've forgotten his name right now. Maybe at a particular time, I might give his name and further details. Now, what this man said, there are certain things that he said, but I just feel that I want to quote what he said, or should I say, a summary of what he said, was that these Africans, if that they are very foolish, and if one of them, if one person tries to become a leader, to challenge or to protect them, that you will always see somebody. There will be somebody that he will be able, because he was a slave master, there will be somebody that he will be able to raise among them that will go against this person and destroy that person. Now, when this man said it, because the Arab slave trade is very, very old. I think the 500 years that we have is just the European slave trade in Africa. The Arab slave trade is much older. Now I began to think that if an Arab could say this kind of thing, an Arab slave master could say this kind of thing, it means that we have had this pain, this problem in Africa for so long a time, and it will end with us. It will end now. Because why I'm saying this, concerning what the HOD said, what these people are doing, it will end. You cannot just come up and say say things that you do not have any evidence over, because speech is free. You think it can just stop? No, it must come to an end. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just anybody. He is somebody that has proved beyond every reasonable doubt, that has proved over time, over every test, to show that this is a man that is serious for the restoration of Biafra. And we are not going to allow anybody with that old African syndrome, that old African love of slave masters, to begin to raise any kind of allegations that do not exist, because they have done it to me before they even started waking up and start doing it to our leader now, which many of us thought they will never get there. But now they are there. So anybody that believes that they can just cook up anything, that it is business as usual, we have been doing it. No, that time has come to an end, and you must know that time has come to an end, and we are not going to allow that system of destroying leaders, anybody that stands for African people, or for people that want liberation from Africa. anywhere in Africa. A president that is sincere, that doesn't want to take bribe, that doesn't want to deceive people, that has come to be clean, and that all he's interested in is the freedom of his people. You see foolish people rising up everywhere. Now, I have come to say that this fourth administration of the Directorate of State will put an end to it, and I believe by the time we put an end to it here, it will be something that is going to affect the rest of Africa. Maybe others are going to learn how to do the same. Thank you very much. I will stop here.
Thank you very much, Master, for that. I think everybody have said something. I'm waiting for our sister Rachel. I think she's
All right.
having
Yes,
technical
I'm
problem.
bringing
Is she
her.
there now?
I'm bringing her up.
Please do. Please do. Thank you.
Good evening,
Hello?
Rachel. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. That's Rachel here.
Thank you very much. Please introduce yourself to
Hi,
the
good evening,
friends.
everyone.
Go ahead.
I will. Okay, are you hearing me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone from Israel. I'm Rachel Mosu. I'm the diplomatic representative of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, here in Israel. I'm very, very happy to be here live on broadcast, even though you can't see me because of technicality. I want to tell all of you that I know that I am now with the right company, the right company for me and for us. And we all stand very strong behind our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we will never leave him. Why? Because loyalty never changed. It is not a fashion. Each and every one of us has a role and a mission to do. And even me, as the representative of our leader here in Israel, all of us saw our achievement, our wonderful achievement here in the Israeli parliament. There are many moves that you didn't see, and I'm not going to talk about them. I will only say that we succeeded beyond every expectation and we won. Why we won? First of all, our delegation's members thought that they are going to meet only with one politician in Israel and they will be very satisfied. But they met, I think, 10 or 12 of them, among them a minister, among them the 2 deputy speakers of the Knesset, among them at least 6 members of the Committee of Foreign Affairs and Security, and other politicians, other parliament members that are supporting us, because we had a very long and hard work for 10 months before this delegation came. So this is one. Secondly, when I say we won, is also because there were forces that tried to avoid and prevent this delegation from coming to Israel. And that's why the official letter that the deputy speaker of the parliament, the invitation for these delegations, because there were supposed to be more than 4. The letter came late because the zoo tried to prevent in any way, including the help of the Israeli ambassador, unfortunately, but it didn't help because the members came and we were welcomed in a warm way, with respect, with love, with willing to help, with willing to do many things together. We have planned more than many plans together, not only in Israel, but we are even planning on doing something abroad. Again, I'm not going to talk about it, but it was not just a visit. It was a visit with mission. I know that after this visit, some people here in Israel, in IykeObed Israel, they saw the people that came and they started attacking me specifically and threatening me specifically. And I say to all of them, everywhere in Israel and everywhere in the world, or you are with us and with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or you are not. You can worship anyone you want, but don't dare ever to speak against our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because it will not work and it will not pass quietly, not anymore. I'm saying it to everyone that is hearing me now, and I'm always saying it, including and especially the members in the IPOB members in Israel. The diplomatic process continue and is going to continue, and you will hear everything about it in, as usual, at the right time. Some of our achievements you will see, some of them you will not see. It is all depends on strategic way and decisions of us and our lobbies that is guiding us. Anyone who is not 100% standing behind and together with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or 100% behind and together with the fourth administration of the DOS, the new DOS, know that we just continue without you, and we will bring you Biafra. And in the end, we will bring also Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything will happen for the best. And then when this miracle will happen, you will stand and ask yourself, what did I do for my freedom? Where was I? What will I tell my children? What will I tell my grandchildren? I myself, I am lucky that my children and grandchildren knows everything. They know everything that I'm doing. They are encouraging me. Even my two grandchildren, 7 years and 8 years old, are calling for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is my role in life. This is my mission. I was called for a mission, and I said, here I am. And really, I am here. I am here with you, and I'm doing everything in my power to see Biafra's freedom and to see our leaders' freedom. And I'm very, very happy to be here with you. Thank you very much.
Toda Rabba, Rachel.
Thank you very much, our sister.
Toda.
Yeah, we can thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you very much.
I think we have one more person, Mazi Chidubem.
Yes, who is that, please? Who is that?
Mazi Chidubem.
Okay, I think so. Okay, can go ahead, please.
Mazi Chidubem, please go ahead. You are the last person now to speak. Mazi Chidubem.
Okay, Mazi, can you hear me?
Go ahead. The whole world is listening.
Okay, thank you very much. My gratitude goes to Mazi, Chris Mogu, our HOD. God bless you for your wonderful speech and sound of warnings to all the traitors around the Biafra land, and also Madam Anya and all other members and the fellow comrades of BOS. I greet you all. My own speech is going directly to our people, the Biafra. Agha dịkwa n'ụlọ, ndị Igbo, the Southeast, and all who believe in justice and self-determination. Good morning, all. Happy sunrise. Today we stand together in truth. We stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man who chose courage when silence would have been easier. A voice that reminded the world that a people cannot be buried under intimidation, that our history, our language, our dignity will not be erased. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not wake up one day and decided to fight. He spoke because mothers were crying, because youth had no future, because our land was treated like a colony in our own country. We said what many were thinking, but were afraid to say, that Ndi Igbo deserve to decide their own destiny. This struggle is not about hate, though. It is about freedom. It is about the right to control our resources, to protect our markets, to educate our children in peace, and to build Eastern Nigeria on our own terms. Every great nation was born from people who refused to accept a life of second-class citizen. To our brothers and sisters in Aba, Enugu, Owerri, Onitsha, Umuahia, Iguacha, Abakaliki, and so on and so forth. In the diaspora, do not lose hope. Prison walls cannot jail an idea. I just want to assure you. Chains cannot bind the people's will. The same spirit that carried our fathers through 1967 is alive in us today. So I say to Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we see you, Mazi, we hear you, we stand with you. And I say to our people, stay peaceful, stay organized, stay united, speak truth, vote with your conscience, support our families, build our businesses, tell our stories. The world is watching, and history remembers those who stood firm. Biafra is not just a flag, Biafra is our idea that a people will have the right to govern themselves, to be safe in their land, and to determine their future. And no amount of time will make the idea die. Ndi Biafra, keep your heads up, keep your faith strong. Our day will come. Ndewo no mu Chineke. I
Thank you
remain
Thank
very
you
much
very
Mr.
much.
for that.
Yeah.
Level. All right,
We
I have
have
Mazi
Mazi
Ichie.
Chie. Yeah.
Yes, he's just joining.
Okay, Mazi Chie, please unmute yourself and introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah, I hope I can be heard loud and clear.
Go ahead, Mazi, you can be heard.
Thank you so much. I say good afternoon, good evening, good morning to every Biafran listening or hearing my voice from wherever you might domicile. I say thank you to our great leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, for this moment that he has brought all of us together to make sure that we get Biafra either which way, because we are not going back. We remain and we remain strong, and we're going to get Biafra at all costs. No going back, and we stand with him, and we stand with him greatly. And I say, HOD, I greet you. Deputy HOD, I greet you. And Madam Nenaya, I also greet you. And every other brothers and sisters that is in this platform, all HOD US member, I say thank you for being here. And we will do the needful for our people, no matter the cost. And we will go nowhere until Biafra comes.
Ça fait trop longtemps.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mazi Chie. I also want to remind each and every one of us, including those parading themselves, we have just one leader, one supreme leader, Onyedu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no other one, no substitute. What he says goes, irrespective of where he is, we don't care. What he says goes. His instruction is final. It's either you are with us or against us. There is no in-between in this. No in-between. Because our leader have never disappointed us, and we are not going to disappoint him. We just need to make that clear. Now, to follow up with what our sister Rachel said about the diplomatic thing, I would like Barrister, please, there is this video in Washington. Do you have it nearby? Please, can you play it, and then let's try and analyze on it. Please, if you have it, just put it on for
Yes,
us. Thank you.
Let me try to play the audio. Just a second, please. All right, there we go. Let me see if it's gonna be coming out clear.
Nigeria is the deadliest place on earth to be a Christian today. Since 2019, tens of thousands of Christians in Nigeria have been slaughtered as part of a sustained pattern of religiously motivated violence by Islamist jihadis ignored or enabled by the Nigerian government. Extremist groups like Boko Haram are allowed to operate without any meaningful response from authorities. A courageous leader named Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted in a farce show trial for speaking out about what's happening. He's currently serving a life sentence in prison, convicted on false terrorism charges. I implore my colleagues to support my bill, HRES 1321, calling on the Nigerian government to conduct another trial in accordance with its own constitution, based on evidence, with access to legal counsel, medical care and international law pertaining to humane conditions of detention, or better yet, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu immediately and unconditionally. America gives billions to Nigeria. We will not continue to fund a Christian genocide. We have the moral obligation to stand up so our Christian brothers and sisters can worship the Lord our God in peace. With that, Mr. Speaker, I yield.
All right, there you have it, Wanda. You unmute yourself, Wanda Nene. You are muted.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There
I
you
say
go.
I want
Thank
to
you very
thank
much.
him. I really want to thank him for that speech. May Chukwu Okike Abiama bless him immensely. And from that, the one in Israel that happened and this one, you can see that the momentum is going on.
It was happening
It's
all
real.
at once. It was
It's
happening all at
happening
once.
all at once. You remember when our
Unbelievable.
leader said in one of his books, I said, we are not going to pay them. They will talk about us. This is the time. And they are now talking about us. I really, we really need to thank him. And we expect more people to come, voice put their own voice as well, so that things will become. But at the same time, we also need to work harder to join in this momentum so that we don't die away. So I would like people to put their inputs. HOD, do you have anything to say? And then I'll come to Barrister. Let him give us the legal aspect of it. HOD, please.
I just want to use this little time to, appreciate John James, who we've all just listened, and it's been in the public space every now and then. We heard his advocacy speaking pretty much on behalf of our leader, and holistically Biafra. So we appreciate him, and we have done that in a broadcast, and he's listening, and other members of his chamber have also heard our voice, and they've heard how much we appreciated their effort in advocacy for human rights, and a call for dialogue, and a call for international oversight. And having said that, it's left for the Nigerian government to do the very needful, because the world is consigned. And Nigeria being designated as a country of consigned is worrisome to countries all over the world, particularly United States, in the fact that our leader is unjustly in prison. And we pray and we ask them that they should do more, as we expect more interventions. So we want to use this forum, in addition, to reaffirm our stand and thank John James for his support. And we plead and we ask that he continue to speak loudly, and also let his voice affect the rest of the members of the chamber. Thank you. Thank you, John James.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We really thank and we appreciate him. And it will also be good if some of us will follow him on Twitter, on X, as it's called, on X. By doing that, we'll be able to make ourselves known. I also want to remind Biafrans about our Twitter Tuesday. Do not relent, because the media departments, they bring out what we need to tweet. I do tweet every Tuesday, other days as well, but Tuesday is compulsory. We should endeavor to tweet. If you don't have a Twitter handle yet, please endeavor to get open one. It's very, very important. Every Tuesday is compulsory. Thank you very much, our HOD. Now, Barrister, can you bring me back to, where we're supposed to? Yeah. The Deputy Mazi Solomon, Deputy, do you have anything to with regards to the audio that is just been played a few seconds ago?
I was
Unmute
speaking.
yourself, please.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just on. Thank you, Mrs. Aya. We appreciate him, and we say, may the Almighty Chukwu Kikabiama continue to bless him. And I know there's a lot of them, many of them. There is not something we are going to say here. They are not coming out to speak, but they are helping us in one way or the other. Some of them just want to let Biafrans know that he's just few of them. There's majority of them who are supporting us. Many of them, they don't want to show their faces, but I can assure you that our leader, Mazen Nandekano, has a massive support. Many people are massively supporting him, and many people are concerned about his incarceration, the extraordinary rendition, the injustice being meted against our people. I can assure you that people are talking. Some of them, like if you see what happened in Israel, you know there's some paid agent of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Like when they see some people supporting us, you will see them coming to attack them. And what baffles me is some of these individuals, these elements, they are even Biafrans and coming to call them their agent of zoo or whatever, like the paid master, those who are sponsoring them to just what they're doing. Like let me also just tell our sister Richard is that don't be bothered about them. We know their games. What they're doing is just to for them to discourage those people so that they will stop supporting us. So, but they're few, and as you can see, that Biafrans also they love you. You can see the love they show you when those few individuals came to threaten you, and that is it. So, and we appreciate that our brother in United States, the member of House of Representatives, Kiaseme Dishiko Kikama Abiyama, keep on blessing him, and also our lobbyists there who are doing the great work. We thank them, we appreciate them, and I want to assure Biafrans, there's a lot going on that we are not seeing, we are not coming out to say it. But this administration, we are working. Our leader, Mazen Nandekan, is also working. You know him, he doesn't take nonsense, and he doesn't take no for an answer. You know how he do things. He want things get done, and we are doing our best. I can assure you, you will not regret it. Thank you, Mrs. Saya.
Thank you very much. I also want to use this opportunity to thank the AVID, the Rising Sun, and the Strength for Self-Determination. The roles they are also playing. May Chukwu Kikabiama continue to bless them. You know, very, very important. And those that are also, those we know and those that we don't see, and those that are also joining us to pray for our leader every day. May Chukwu Kikabiama continue to bless each and every one of them. Thank you very much, Deputy. Now, I want to hear the legal aspects. Our barrister, what do you have to say to this, please?
Yeah, thank you very much, Madam Anya. Of course,
Can you bring me back again,
this
please?
is a bill. All right, let me just do that, please. All right, we are back. We are back on the big screen. There we go. Thank you very much. So, as I was saying before, this is a bill that John James is trying so hard to push in the House. And if this bill goes through, Nigeria is playing with fire. As we are talking, and of course, as our HOD said, Nigeria is already listed, you know, among a country that's, on the lookouts, people who are persecuting Christians, and people who have terrorists, or rather harboring terrorists in their country. And now, if this bill push, mind you, there are billions of dollars. I'm not talking naira, billions of dollars that the United States is pumping into Nigeria. So once this bill goes through, first and foremost, they will cut off, the lifeline, which is the money. And once this money is cut off, Nigeria is in trouble, and I mean serious trouble. So people don't understand the magnitude of this bill. If Nigeria is thinking straight, what they will do is to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, because I can tell you now, this bill will go through. And the reason why I say it will go through, John James is not the only person calling for this bill. And once a bill goes through and ratified by the House, you understand? I mean, the central bank or whatever bank in the United States that is in charge of pumping out that money will stop immediately, and that's what America does. If America lists you, they will stop supporting you. Remember, here in South Africa, there is this thing they call the AGOA. AGOA is this fund that America brings into Africa. Yeah, South Africa is part of it. And because Trump said that South Africa is persecuting the white minority in this country, so they're looking at withdrawing AGOA. And if they withdraw AGOA, South Africa is in trouble. So the same thing applicable to Nigeria. And I believe they are seriously considering, or rather reconsidering, their position with regards to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we're looking forward, hoping that they will do the right thing. They will.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now let's hear, before I come to the next question, let's hear the view from our sister, Ejero. What do you have to say to the audio, and what do you have to tell the man that mentioned the name of our baby? Over to you. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, I think the congressman, Mr. John, did the needful. What he said is exactly what is supposed to be said by every lovers of freedom. What is happening in Nigeria is very strange, because it's difficult to find other countries where such things happen. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I could remember vividly well, 15 years ago, or 14 to 15 years ago, when he had not started agitating for Biafra. He was then in the street of London, calling on the Nigerian government to do something about the insecurity in the north. Then there were a lot of Boko Haram attacks in the northern parts. They were taking, students from schools and all that. So our leader took it to the streets and protested. He was interviewed and he called on the government to do something about insecurity. And then they refused. So these are all the reasons put together that made him to start, okay, it's high time we break out from these people. It's not possible to live with the people who don't value the life of humans. So our leader started campaigning for the liberation of the Biafran people. Now, what is happening today? These people the foreign bodies have been monitoring Nigeria closely. But if our leader had not been doing the work he's doing, if he had not been exposing Nigeria to the length, because I could remember also when he said on Radio Biafra that I will destroy Nigeria with the truth, just with the truth, with the microphone. He has never been found with razor blade or any sharp object. He has always been saying it the way it is. So we must really appreciate the congressman for what he said. And we really hope, in fact, they do not have choice. Nigeria, the zoo does not have a choice. All they have to do is respect the right of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because even the UN have called on the Nigerian government to release him unconditionally because he has committed no crime known to law. There is one thing strange about Nigeria. Whoever Nigeria is attacking, know that person, has the secret of Nigeria. A country that is aggressive to activists. Look at what they did to Showore, what they are doing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A country that is, so aggressive and is putting activists and freedom fighters, people who are speaking for the common people in the streets, people who are voice to the voiceless. They will cage them and put them in jail. And this same country will be negotiating with terrorists. There was a video I saw 3 days ago where there's an NGO, an international NGO, telling Nigerians, telling the world how the Borno State governor has been negotiating with the Boko Haram, and the leader of Boko Haram called him and told him that he only received 1.something billion naira out of the money that was negotiated. And then when he got that information, he needed to, contact another lobbies to do the negotiation. Then the Borno State governor warned him that they do not want anyone to intervene, that they are in charge. You can see what is going on. It's so obvious that if the international bodies, if they refuse to come in, Nigeria is going to become it's going to become a problem to the entire world. I could remember also when Mike Arnold did his own expose. It says something that if the world continue to keep blind eyes on what is happening to Nigeria, that everyone is going to start facing terrorism, because definitely these people will travel to other countries and they will start spreading like cancer. So we must really appreciate the congressmen and call on others to rise up and speak, because our leader is facing an unjust, he's being treated in a very unfair manner, and he is not supposed to be suffering, because he is speaking for the common man in Nigeria, for all who are trapped in Nigeria. So this is what I have to say for now. Thank you so much, Congressman. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, we need people to speak up. We need to work harder too as well and play our own role. Thank you very much for that. I'll go to the next person. Like I said, please, people should share, keep on sharing, like, comment, not just share, but also comment, and like, and invite your friends. Share it to your friends, share it to your WhatsApp forum, so that everybody will partake in this. Barrister, can you bring me back to this? Let me see who is the next person. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now we go to Maziawom. I'm taking them by the road, the way they are here on the road. Maziawom, over to you, please.
Well, with our brother John James, it is more personal to me because he's from Michigan, and we here, the IPOB family in Michigan, will probably be meeting with him sometime next week or so when we secure the appointment. We're already in contact with his office. And like Madam Anya said, we thank Avid, ambassadors for self-determination, and of course, the Rising Sun. And with this, our brother, and I mean, he is our brother, you know what I mean. He has always, at least for the past 6, 7, 8, or even a year, 6, 7 months, a year now, he has always made mention about the problems in Nigeria concerning our Christian brothers. And this is not his first time of bringing this up. Why this one is particularly different is eventually they have acknowledged that the whistleblower, which is our leader, Mazin Namdekanu, is being unjustly persecuted by the Nigerian government. And we will do everything in our power to make sure that this bill that this our brother has brought up will definitely sell through. Like the barrister said, I'm not a legal guru, but they know on that aspect. But we do the grassroots work, and I employ every Biafran that is in the USA to find a way to talk to their individual reps in different states and bring this thing so they can support this our brother to make this bill overwhelmingly passed. So we will do our work. And, I will leave it to that. I thank him, and we appreciate him. Devon.
Thank you very much. Now we'll go back to the next person. Mr. Starter, please, what is your input? Because you are also our diplomatic representative here in the United Kingdom. Please, what do you have to? We need to hear your own input here. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I think it's wonderful what John James has done. Here in the UK, it's very, very crucial that the parliamentarians here they're fully aware of the situation in Nigeria. UK is critical in the Biafran struggle. Commonwealth country. I remember in 2021 down in London protesting every week outside the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office, protesting for the Foreign Secretary, the new Foreign Secretary. There's a lot of upheaval now in the United Kingdom with change in Prime Minister, change in the Foreign Office Minister, which is now Ed Miliband. But where we talk about Twitter on a Tuesday, I would advise every Biafran, whatever you can tweet, tag Ed Miliband, who is the Foreign Secretary now. He's basically overseeing the Commonwealth. Nigeria, obviously, a Commonwealth country. They are completely silent. Ed Miliband is silent. Yvette Cooper, before that, was silent. Liz Truss, before that, was silent. They have never mentioned one word about anything that is happening in Nigeria. So I would advise everybody, when they tweet on a Tuesday, tag the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office into it, Ed Miliband, Yvette Cooper, anybody who is part of the UK Parliament, tag them in it, because the UK is very, very strange in that if I want to contact, for example, Ed Miliband, unless I'm a constituent of his constituency, they will not reply. It's against parliamentary rule. So that's actually contacting them direct. You can tweet till your heart's content. Tag anybody you can see who is a member of parliament in the UK. Tag the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office into every single tweet you do, because they can't stay silent forever. It's a Commonwealth country. If what was happening in Nigeria was happening anywhere else in a Commonwealth country, it would be all over our mainstream news. They never mention it. The BBC never mentions it. Or if the BBC mention anything about what's happening in Nigeria, it will be a false report anyway, usually through BBC Igbo, who doesn't do any favors for the Igbo people or the Biafrans at large. But we need to try. We need to try, because eventually they will listen. They have to listen. There are too many atrocities. The single biggest atrocity is the illegal incarceration of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Again, they're completely silent. I've written to the Foreign and Commonwealth Office twice, 3 times, 4 times. I get the reply that everything is being done to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We all know that's a lie. It's a complete lie. Months and months went by. Nobody visited him from the office in Nigeria. Nobody. So all we can do is keep pushing, pushing, pushing until they are sick to death of being tagged into tweets. Okay, but we do what we can do. Push, 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 and keep pushing, because eventually they will listen. Okay, but yeah, John James, fantastic in America. It's just a shame that the United Kingdom isn't following suit at the moment, but it will. It will. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Wanda, just a second.
Barrett,
Just a second. Yeah,
Yeah.
please a second. Mr. Starter, please,
Yeah.
I would like you to assist in, providing us with all those, handles for those Twitter accounts or X, so that we can
Yeah.
use them during our Tuesday tweet, please.
Yeah, I will do. I'll get them shared. I'll get them shared.
Thank you
And
so much.
also, yeah, and also for any Biafran in the United Kingdom, as I was saying there, the only people or the only member of parliament who will listen to anything you say is your own MP. So you can write to your MP, tell them what the situation is, inform them, because believe it or not, I will guarantee you that 90% of MPs who are in that House of Parliament have never even heard of Mazen Amdekani. Seriously. Because the main people who are in charge, which is a foreign Commonwealth, they don't want people to know. They don't want people to know. So you can contact your local MP, you can go on Google, find out who your MP is, write to that MP. Two very, very important MPs, and I'll give you details in the chat so you can put it onto a broadcast at some point.
Please.
Is the Member of Parliament for Peckham, which is Onyendu Mazen Amdekanu's constituency. It's a new MP. I think her lineage is Liberia. Her father came from Liberia 20 years ago, something like that. So she's an African. She's not Nigerian. She's not Biafran, but she's African. So that's a Member of Parliament for Peckham. Very, very important. Anybody who is in that area, write to your MP. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Over to you,
thank you, Virgil. Yeah, Arisa, bring me back again. Actually, you just said what I wanted to beg Mr. Starter to give us the handle, the X handle of those people. So, Barrister, our next Tuesday tweet, it means those names will be there so that
Absolutely.
we can now, so we can now pick them. Everything on UK, let it just fill the whole place, and
Absolutely.
the others as well. So let's just be sharing them, or if possible, we can also be announcing them. Thank you very much, Mr. Starter. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now I go to Gosife, Mazi Gosife, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So we appreciate Rep. John James representing Michigan. We appreciate your voice. We thank him immensely for amplifying the voice of the Biafran people on the floor of the House. So like the rest of my colleagues have said so far, we expect that the rest of the members of, the House members will raise their voice as well, support the bill to be ratified. And then that would be very much appreciated. We have been chorusing what's been going on where we come from. We have been chorusing what's been happening to our leader. But it took a while to pierce into the conscience of mankind. Today, they are here listening to us, but we have a job to do. All of us, we have a job to do. We need to get to work. Just like Mr. Starter has said, he's mentioned a few handles. We need to get hold of those handles and then get to work on Twitter. In line with that, we also need to, there are a few other members, especially from the USA, that we need to concentrate on. I will be sharing that on the DOS forum, and I will also be compiling that list and then be sending it to all continental rep and all national coordinators. We need to filter these down to every officer and every member of IykeObed. Every single one of you listening today, you must copy these things, save them. This handle, I will share it on my wall on Facebook. My number is on the screen. You can DM me and I will send you. You need to save this list of MPs, both in the USA and the UK. We need to be tweeting them every Tuesday and every other day. So we need to get to work. Those in the UK, we also need to get you, just like Mr. Statter stated, we need to begin to write to each of our MPs, where Directorate of State will set the directives for the letters we're going to be writing to these new members of Parliament in the UK. We need to really get to work on these people. And then on Twitter, every Tuesday, all of this handle, including Rep. Riley Moore, Rep. John James, at Miliband, Evan Cooper, Foreign Commonwealth Office, House Approps GOP, House Foreign GOP as well, Rep. Franklin, and there's a few of them in Israel too, Yak Magi, and a few of them. We need to get to work on this. All of you listening, we have to get on Twitter. Some of you, I know your Twitter, you've been maybe dormant on Twitter for a while, but it is time for us to re-energize our Twitter, to reignite our Twitter, and then get to work. This Tuesday, we need to demonstrate everything that we've spoken today, this coming Tuesday. Please, these handles will be shared. We'll share it on our wall, on Facebook, on every platform, on Twitter, on WhatsApp. Reach out if you need them. We'll share it on our wall if it is easier to copy it from there. Save them in your notes on your phone so that every Tuesday you don't have to bother. You go to your note on your phone, copy them, and then write your short messages, attach these handles, and then forward them with a piece of a photo. So these are the things that we need to do. These are the job that we need to do. Remember, as I said the last time, that what we are seeing today is the work of yesterday. It is a compounding work of yesterday. So what we are seeing today is the job that we did yesterday. So we will continue. When we see any results, we need to increase our tempo. We need to up our tempo. That's how we can continue to deliver our message. We need to be up and doing. We need to always be very, very active, because the enemies we're up against are not sleeping. These people are not going to sleep. They are working around the clock to undermine what we're doing. So that is why it is necessary that we have to be very, very vigilant and very active on every platform, most importantly, Twitter. So all these handles, we would expect that Mr. Statter will post some of the handles that he has on DOS platform, and then we will compile them and then continue to message these people and be on their back. We have to be on their back relentlessly. We're not going to get tired of it. That's what we're going to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mazindeo.
Now I go to the next person. Magistrate have spoken. Mazi Chiejoku, please, over to you.
Mazi Chie, can you please unmute yourself? All right, I'm not sure if he's hearing me. Maybe we need to move on and then we come back to him later.
Okay. What happened to Mazi Chima? To Chima, right? He's not yet back, or is he still having?
Is it Chima Obi? You mean Chima Obi?
Yeah, the Canadian National.
Yeah, he told me he has to.
Okay,
he was driving at
no
the time,
problem.
so I don't think he is back. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Agiteri before I go on to the next topic I want us to discuss about. Agiteri, please unmute yourself.
Just a second. Maziteri, are you there? No, he is not there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, so I was saying that what John James said is something that is very important, and it has been long overdue. And I thank God that at last somebody from the United States Congress has picked this up. And it is because right now, if you're following the trend of things all over the world, you will understand that what we are facing in Biafra, what we are fighting against, is not just a Biafran affair, even though it is much more within the zoo and within our land. And our own case is more serious because we are under um, we are under the people that are propagating the spread of Islam. And what we are facing is a worldwide something. Recently, a particular bishop from Kazakhstan, Bishop of Kazakhstan, Athanasius Schneider, he made a statement and he said that what is happening in Europe is actually an invasion, an Islamic invasion to wipe out Christianity in Europe and also political invasion of Europe. So if they are doing that in Europe and they have been doing that in Nigeria, okay, and they have been doing to us in Biafra land what they have been doing to us, and this is what Mazin Amdekano has been standing for. He has been preaching this, and we joined him, and we all have been preaching this for years. And if the world had worked earlier than now, some of the things that we are experiencing today wouldn't have happened. Some of the people that have died wouldn't have happened. But it is a global issue, and because it is a global issue, that is why people that are in the Congress, in the United States Congress, alongside with John James, um, I I pray the maybe any one of them is able to listen to this broadcast that we are making, because they need to understand that what um, Congressman John James has just brought into the House is something that is a global thing. And because it has not gotten to the United States to the extent that it is affecting Biafra land and the rest of Nigeria, which we call the zoo, or the way it is happening to an extent in Europe is not yet happening in the United States, does not mean that it will not get there. But what is important is that when you act early and you begin to help those, now that you are strong, now that you have not been infiltrated and all that, you begin to help those that are weak and begin to help the oppressed to get out of oppression. United States have brought their army to Nigeria and have taken their army back. Yet they are still the Islamic terrorism is still very high. That is to tell you, like what Martin Mikano said, there is no foreign army that can end terrorism in Nigeria but the army of Biafra. And that will only come when Biafra is restored and Martin Mikano free. So I must commend John James for the boldness to do that and for being able to see a reason why he must stand up for somebody that is being oppressed. Because it is almost as if the whole world doesn't care. Everybody just going about their businesses as if it doesn't matter, or it's just happening in somewhere in Africa that it doesn't matter, it's not our business. But we are beginning to see that what we are facing, everybody is facing it. And the length of time, for more than 10 years, we have been preaching this thing. And you can imagine if the world gives much more 10 years without anybody doing anything or taking drastic actions to protect those that are right now speaking against this global terrorism, speaking against oppression and all that. People like Mazen Amdekano protecting them and making sure that states, terrorist states like Nigeria, do not have the upper hand against him. Okay, when such things are done, then we are very sure that there will be hope for Christians and other people of goodwill that intends to practice a faith that is not the kind that the bloodthirsty Islamists are practicing. I will stop here with this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now we go quick to Mazichi. I don't know if he's back. If he's not yet back,
Yeah,
then
I am back.
okay, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Thank you, Madanaya. Thank you, fellow colleagues. This is what we know America for, fighting for the common masses. John James has proven that American lawmakers have heart for fellow fellow human beings, and we thank people that did the underground work and continue to do the underground work till today. It has not been easy, but more is yet to come. More declaration, more bills um, are yet to come up, which I am very, very much sure that is going to be a by-party bill, which everybody is going to sign up to. And we just thank our brothers that are working on the ground, not that kind of on the ground, but are seriously working for the benefit of Biafra. People like Avid. Avid is doing a very big work. And I already called the names of the rest of them, which is Ambassador for Self-Determination and this Rising Sun. And IPOB in general in the US, we 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 are doing marvelously well. In the work and in the show, you know. I mean, you can't say more than this. We A lot of things are happening, and our sister Rachel, I say thank you to. She has been a pillar in Israel and doing a very great work. And we will not relent. We will continue to do the needful, and very soon Biafra will come. Nobody, and I still repeat, nobody can stop Biafra from coming. It's an ordained institution of the Almighty, so nobody can stop it. It's something that anybody cannot afford to be able to stop. So it will come at its own particular time. And what Onyendu is when the appointed time of the Almighty gets to Onyendu, Onyendu will come out too. There is a lot of things that is so spiritual in this thing that we're doing that people don't understand. It's not a matter of brags. It's a matter of God perfecting His work, and we will do our own part of it, but God will perfect His own work. They will. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I need Chidubem, do you have anything to add to this before we go to the next topic? Please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Mrs. Anya. I have to say a small thing again to our rep member, John James, in the United States of America for organizing our struggle for all these years. Because we say when you greet the woman who cooks food, the woman with a lot of gratitude, we have more zeal to do more. So we are grateful. We are grateful to you, House of Rep member John James. More grace you're able. You place this for us, and we expect more from you. May God continue to bless you. Fellow Biafrans, also concerning the issue of every Tuesday Twitter, according to the direction given to us by Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. Please, I also urge all of us who doesn't have Twitter to create one. If you cannot write, you have to retweet every Tuesday so that our struggle will keep on going viral. Thank you very much, and God bless us, Biafrans.
Thank you very much. I think everybody have said, Azi Chima Obi is back. Now, over to you before we go to the next topic. Okay.
Good evening once again, everybody on the panel. Good evening to Biafrans all over the world. I quite enjoy listening to the submissions of all my comrades. Due to family chores, I was actually in transit, but I was still listening in, and I'm glad to be available now to actually address this topic. On the 23rd of July, 2026, to be precise, Congressman John James delivered a 1-minute address on the floor of the United States of Congress with the heading Jihadi Violence in Nigeria. Now, the significance of that address was that he opened a lot of things to the world. He challenged the legitimacy of Kanu's, our leader's conviction, called for the proceeding consistent with constitutional and international standards, and he urged his colleagues to support our leader's immediate and unconditional release. It was a powerful remark that he made on the congressional floor. His intervention was a very significant advocacy, and it actually drew the attention of the world to the actual congressional bill, in the sense that his speech officially got recorded in the Congress, and the legislative bill number was H-Res 1321. So what did that speech actually achieve for us as the Directorate of State for the indigenous people of Biafra, particularly the 4th Strategic Administration? There are 3 things that actually came to my mind. First, it actually moved our leader's case into an official state of institution. Second, it helped to reframe our leaders as a political and human rights case, which is contrary to what the Nigerian government have been deceiving the world with. The third point that came to my mind as I was listening to my colleagues talking about this was it also introduced a potential diplomatic and financial consequence to the Nigerian government. Now, let me break the 3 down. The first one was to move our leaders' case into an official state of institution. The case is no longer being discussed only through demonstrations and diaspora organizations, lawyers, and media outlets. When John James actually took the floor on that 23rd of July date, he placed that case in the congressional record and associated it with a number, with the House of as a House resolution. That in itself, he has created an authoritative document for us in the 4th administration now to present something to the government of the world, parliamentarians in the UK, just like Mr. Starter also suggested. We can actually create an authoritative document that we can also reach out to diplomats, human rights organizations, international medias. The power of that speech is so palpable that we cannot afford not to use it to our advantage. The second one that I spoke to was how it reframed our leaders' position as a political and human rights case. Let us not forget the house number of that case, H-Res 1321. It describes our leader as a political figure who has advocated for communities in the southeast of Nigeria and publicly expressed views concerning political self-determination and governance through speech and advocacy. This is completely different from what the Nigerian government has actually been projecting to the world. Most significantly, the resolution also records concerns relating to, one, the circumstance of his apprehension and transfer from Kenya, talking to the extraordinary rendition of our leader. Let us continue to drive that home. It is an illegality. He was extraordinarily renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria. Congressman James also highlighted the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detentions findings. Let us always remember that we need to amplify this to the world. It also went as far as giving us the access to legal counsel and medical treatment that our leader was constantly being denied. He spoke to his inhumane detention conditions that he has gone through in these past 5 years and still counting. And actually also spoke to the freedom of expression and fair trial rights, which our leader has also been denied. So when we look at this, these are a very wonderful opportunity for us in the leadership, how we can actually convert this into an authoritative document that we can now use to our advantage. The third point I will speak to is the potential diplomatic and financial consequences that speech also brought up. The Congressman James connected our leader's case to the wider US-Nigerian relationship and raised the prospect that American financial assistance should not continue without accountability. This is very significant because the US taxpayers now know what their tax dollars is going towards. And it is important that we speak to this and bring this out and let the world know the grave injustice our leader has been going through. So Congressman James' speech has actually has formally called on the floor of the United States House that our leader's immediate and unconditional release is very important, and it is tied to this HR 1321 document, which he presented before the House Committee on Foreign Affairs. So I am so happy. I am thrilled when I heard that speech. It has actually gone so far in making our own advocacy for Biafra much more better. It has given us more legitimization. It has given us more internationalization. It has also given us political access and also helping us to correct the narrative that the Nigerian government have been projecting to the rest of the world. So I say thank you so much, Congressman John James. Thank you, and we look forward to more bipartisan approval of this particular resolution that is presented before the House. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you very much. And the last one, please, we need to make it, round up before we come to the last one. We cannot finish this broadcast without saying something about it. I just want to know people's opinion and then we will round up. Now, how can somebody who is expelled from IPOB, I'm talking of Chike Doziem, and a lawyer sacked by our leader, and the person who is expelled is reappointing somebody who is sacked using the same IP. I mean, he's expelled from IPOB and he's now reinstated somebody sacked by our leader, also using the name IPOB. It's laughable. Is it due to desperation, or is not yet sink on him that he's actually been expelled? I just want to know the view of others. Why are they
I wanna go first, please.
Let me learn, Barrister. Why are they insisting on sitting on this position that they are not the first people that have been removed, not the second one? But he so insists. He doesn't issue memo. And tomorrow he's coming to say what God knows. I don't know. Why are they doing this? Disgracing themselves the more? And we are not going to take all these things lightly. Please, I just want a quick one. I need people to say something about it. Hey, Jody, what do you have to say to this nuisance, if I might? If I might use that word, nuisance, really. Because we can't end this program without touching on it. It's very important. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Oh, okay, madam. Thank you very much. I mean, it's just absolute nonsense. Under normal circumstances, someone sacked by a leader should not have any authority, even to go as far as an extent of appointing somebody like himself that has been sacked in that organization. So I think everybody knows that lacks legitimacy, unless there is something else they are appointing themselves under, perhaps another organization. That could be, but which what I'm seeing or what I'm witnessing, I see it as a kind of speculations. And if that becomes a reality, that both Chike Doziem, who has been sacked, and reappointing the incompetent lawyer that was equally sacked into the same organization founded by the only one who has that authority to sack anyone, that has sacked both of them, and they are, bringing themselves back into the same organization. That is madness. I guess something may be wrong with both individuals, and that's why I consider it to be a speculation as we watch. But if it becomes real, then I believe they are just threatening, to their own doom. They both will shoot themselves on both legs of both of them, and I believe they will make a rethink and retrace their steps. It's just a joke. That's what I consider a joke of the year. It's never going to happen, and it will not happen in IPOB. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll go to the next person. Please, let's make it snappy so that we can round off with the final one. Is Mazi Solomon there? The deputy, is he there?
Yeah,
Just give us a quick one, please.
Thank you, Mrs. Aya, and thank you, our HOD. I just want to I just want to let our people to know, let it be known and to the world, not just the Biafra, to the international community, that Mr. Doziem, has been sacked on the authority of our spring leader, Mazen Namdekano. The third administration or the Directorate of the State has been completely dissolved to our best of knowledge. And on the 22nd of the June 2026, our leader, Mazen Nandekano, who is the supreme leader of this movement, issued an indefinite expulsion of Mr. Chike Doziem and his associates. So I don't know why he's still parading himself as the head of the Directorate of the State. And this decision, the reason why our leader, expelled him and his cohorts, it was not just made lightly. It wasn't just a lightly decision. It was as a direct consequences of his gross insubordination and constitutional misconduct. We all know, and unacceptable attempt to hijack this noble movement, and they destroy a lot of things. While our leader endure isolation and legal battles for our cause, these individuals choose personal ambition over the collective loyalty. They own to the Biafran people a lot of apology. I can assure you, they have committed a lot of things, and Edoziem, we are aware of his robust actions, but I think he will regret it. I can assure you, and we are working on it. If I were him and those supporting him, I will just walk away or go and apologize to our leader. And those that are still listening to him, I don't want it to be too late for so many of them, to be honest with you. I don't want them to, at the end coming to regret their actions. But now, the now is the better for you. It's better for you for now to leave this guy, come back to the movement, apologize to our leader. And I know our leader, Mazen Nandekan, is a good man. He has a good heart, and he will be forgiven. I don't want it to be just too late for you. Leave a dozen, because, to be honest, a few of the people who are following him now, they will regret it. And he may dozen himself. If I were him, I would just walk away and even go and apologize to our leader, Mazin Nandekano. Thank you, Mrs. Aya. And thank you, our HOD.
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, he had 5 good years. 5 good years to make amends, 5 good years to work. He disobeyed our leader's instruction. He refused to carry it out. 5 good years. And now, all of a sudden, he's appointing, sacked, and his appointing is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. 5 years. Instead of him to do the work, he was busy chasing accounts around the world, closing accounts here, removing those that support our leader, sacking them and putting his own people, dividing in all parts of the world where we have IPOB. The Dojian succeeded in dividing IPOB. This group for him, this one will say they are for our leader, this one will say they are 5 good years. What was he thinking about? And suddenly, anyway, he's expelled. He's gone. I just want us to talk about it, just for, we can't just bypass and without saying anything. That's why I decided to bring it up. But he's gone. He's expelled, and that's end of story. Thank you very much. Please, the next person. Barrister is eating. You didn't allow me. Barrister, it's your turn. What do you have to say?
All right. Thank you very much. No, I want to look at it from a different perspective. You can say that Edoziem is a layman. He does not understand how it works. What about Barrister Jofo, who is a legal practitioner and who understands very well the ethics of the legal profession? As a lawyer, we get fired every day in court. And the law here is when your client fires you, you go to court and recuse yourself, and you tell the magistrate or the judge, my mandate has been terminated, may I please be excused, and you will be excused. You dare not fight with your client to say, why did you fire me, or I'm not going anywhere. If you do that, you will be struck off the roll and you stop practicing. That's why I'm so, I could not believe it that a Dosium that a Jofo, who is an attorney, who understands the ethics of the legal profession. Your client fires you, you need to go, and you don't need to get involved. If there are any documents or anything of your client that are still in your possession, you return it. That's what the law says. Now, Edozem is hiring you in the same IPOB that you were fired. And Ejiofor is quite aware that Basil Namdekano is the founder of IPOB. And now he is playing a fool like he doesn't know who founded IPOB. Now you want to get contracted to check Edoziem. So what Barrister Ejiofor is doing is actually professional suicide. He is breaching, his ethics as a legal professional, and he's going to burn. He is going to burn because all over the world is the same. It doesn't matter whether it's Nigeria or anywhere. The relationship between a legal practitioner, and his client is very simple. And again, you are not allowed to divulge anything or any discussion you might have with your client during your consultation. But Ejiofor is on social media opening his mouth like a woman. You need to keep your mouth shut. Even if the relationship is terminated, you are not allowed to speak about any discussion you have with your client during consultation. That's why I say that Ifeanyi Ejiofor is going to burn badly for this act, and of course, I hope he still keeps his license of practice after all this legal, suicide that he's committing. So that's all I want to say here from the legal side of things, because to fire a lawyer is the most easiest thing to do. We've been fired over and over again, and we will just say, Your Worship, we will say to the magistrate, Your Worship, I've been fired, and we'll laugh about it, and then you are excused, and it takes another lawyer. That's how it works. You cannot impose yourself on a client, and that is exactly what Ejiofor is doing, and he's going to burn. I can assure you that. They will.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll go to Mazi Chair, please. Just round up. Thank you. Because I felt it's necessary we talk about it tonight. Mazi Chair, please unmute yourself.
See if Mazi
where I am is a little bit noisy, but I think I'll just say one or two. The reason why Chike Doziem and the rest of them are doing what they are doing is just the monetary aspect of it. They are stealing from our people, and because they are stealing from our people, they want to keep their position and keep stealing from our people, and which we have said is not going to happen anymore, and which our great leader has said is not going to happen anymore. And that is the reason why they are fired. And they remain fired, and I don't think anything is going to bring them back to IPOB. And with them doing whatever they are doing right now, at the end of the day, they are going to be the one to regret it, because they will take the necessary actions by involving illegal proceedings against them. Anyway, that's what I want to say, and that's what I have to say. They would.
Thank you very much. Quick one, we'll go to Mazi Aworom. Over to you.
Okay, Madam Anya. My comrade have stolen my thunder. I know for sure the reason they are doing this. I'm getting an echo. Is it just me? Okay.
Go ahead, Mazi.
Okay. So the reason they're doing it's still echoing. Barrister, am I good to go?
I think it's from your side. Everything is fine here.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it could be your side,
Okay.
because I have not
All
gotten
right.
any echo.
Mm-hmm. So the
Let me.
reason that they are
I'll
doing
try
this
to
is
mute some people who are not talking, and then yeah, we'll see. Go ahead as I'm doing that. I'm muting those who are
okay.
not speaking.
So the reason that they are doing this is because of the monetary gain. That's number one. And number two, it looks like their paymaster is on their neck. So they're trying to do anything they can to show face for them. Um, the truth is that they are actually making a mockery of themselves. If you have been fired and expelled, I mean, why would you go and hire somebody that the same person that fired you and expelled you, you want to hire him back after your superior uh, officer fired that person? So, in a nutshell, they know they are in the wrong. It's like when you cut off the neck of the chicken, it's gonna make some move before it just gives up the ghost. That is what they're doing now, and they know. Actually, they do know the repercussion of what they are doing. But like I said, their paymasters are on their neck, and they cannot do anything otherwise. They have hung themselves because of their atrocities they committed in the past 5 years. That is all I have for now. Ndewo.
Thank you very much for that quick one. We go to Mr. Starter, please. What do you have to say to this? I think we have two more people and then.
Yeah. 100% agree with the former speaker, and it is purely their desperate state is purely caused by monetary reasons. If I go back to 2021, literally the second, because at the time my wife was UK National Coordinator, I was Deputy National Coordinator in the UK, and literally from the minute Mazen Amdekani was renditioned, or the news came out that he'd been illegally renditioned from Kenya, that was when the problem started. And inch by inch by inch, Adosium and his puppet in Europe, Agbanyim, from that second came to the UK, and that basically was the start of the looting campaign. Even at the onset of being national coordinator and deputy national coordinator, we asked for the financial records from the former UK national coordinator, Dr. Ukachi. He refused. Ukachi was very, very in the same pocket, I think, as Agbanyim and Adosium. We had a meeting. We asked formally for the records to be handed over. He refused again. Chika Adosium and Agbanyim were in that meeting. There was only 4 of us in there. They said, oh, well, at some point you need to hand them records over. The records never got handed over. And it was literally the light bulb moment when you think they are all in it together. It was absolutely bizarre. And so the looting basically, I think, had started before 2021, maybe even before Onyendu was renditioned from Kenya. So yeah, it's a purely financial situation that they find themselves in. And I would encourage or advise any IPOB member or anybody who is asked to donate to anything that Chika Adosium or Agbanyim or any of the expelled coordinators, national coordinators, or members of the DOS, as soon as you hear them going to start a fundraiser, I would run a million miles, because them funds are directed straight into their pockets. And that's as much as I need to say. All the evidence is there. Mazi George Ume has all the records. I've got the records of meetings. So if anybody would disagree with that, then I'm quite willing to bring them out into the open. But it's a purely financial thing, and they are desperate. Maybe now, Chika Edozie, for the last 5 years, will actually try to have to find employment, proper employment, because the cash has now run out. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Actually, I agree. It's pure monetary, and but he's gone. He's gone. Now we go to Australia. Please, over to you. I don't know the time now in Australia. Unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, it's quite disheartening to see that the people who were, with us few years ago, who we used to respect. I remember when we had a meeting here in Australia and Chika Edozie joined in. We had interaction with him. I used to think that he was, one of those things that are committed, one of those people that are committed to what we're doing. It's quite disheartening to see him taking this route. But just like what the deputy HOD said, that there's still room for them to come back and turn back and say apologize. There's still room for dialogue. Whatever that is driving them, whether it's financial, ego, or something, I encourage them to step back and stop what they are doing. There's no point. It's not going to give them any gain from dragging or killing our struggle from within. We have a larger enemy in front of us. As a matter of fact, the Nigerian states, they're just happy watching them doing the dirty job for them. And it's quite disheartening to see that it's our former comrades that are doing this thing. So for Chika Edozie and the rest, there's no point breaking this egg. There's no point trying to kill this struggle just for your ego or for whatever reason. There's still time for you to turn back. Otherwise, if you want to make yourself a permanent enemy to Biafra, because I think you're what they're doing, you're even a more dangerous enemy than our slave masters. So it's important for them to step back. Then for the barrister Ejiofor, we've been discussing even before the current DOS was formed. We did discuss what he was doing in our meeting here in Queensland. That was a couple of months ago. And I think Gosifed had to reach out to him to stop what he's doing, because we believe that there are codes of conduct for all professions, just like medicine, law, nursing, whatever it is. So I'm not surprised that for the legal profession that you have the privilege to defend an organization and defend someone like Martin Kano, and you use that opportunity because you are privy to certain information, and you think you can come out and start talking like parrot and like a woman, instead of you stepping back and say, okay, I've done my professional work and it's time to step back because I have been relieved from that duty. So just like what the legal practitioner or professional in our midst said. So I believe he should be aware of what he's doing and probably get ready to face the consequences. But my advice to Biafrans and in part non-Biafrans in that part of the world, that this is somebody that you cannot hire to represent you. These are characters that you cannot hire to represent you. As a matter of fact, if I have any case, be it personal or anything, he will be the last person I would recommend to represent anyone, because at the end of the day, he can use it against you. So I'm believing that if he's listening to this broadcast we're doing, he should step back and then relax and leave IPO alone until such a time when, if it would be necessary to bring it back to the fold, then we can do it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Still in Australia, I think, let's say, is Gosifed back there? I don't know.
trying to bring back
Okay. Let's Made speak, and then we'll go to the next one and round it up because it's late now. Yeah.
Yeah, Madam Anya, our head of finance, like you rightly said, it is laughable that somebody that is sacked by his leader decided to appoint the same person that was sacked. Both of them were sacked, and one is playing the role of a master after he has been sacked. It's very laughable. I think Chika Doziem is just trying to make people feel that he's not pained, but I know that he's very pained. They never expected it because our leader has been so patient. We are the ones that have been calling on our leader to do something. Biafrans have spoken. We call on our leader. He listened to us. You know, our leader is very considerate. He's a man that doesn't, he's not hasty when he takes decision. He's very, very patient, but the hour has come. A situation whereby IPOB members that are illegally detained, the struggle was going scatter. Everybody was, people were just confused. They turned the struggle into a gossip, field, as if it doesn't look anymore like a freedom fighting movement. And it has gotten to the stage whereby an action needs to be taken, and which Mazi did the needful. We were very happy. It was like the day the names were announced, we were all rejoicing because it was overdue. So what he's doing now is just trying to implicate himself because he knows the consequences of his actions. He lives in the Western world. He's making a fool of himself. It's very shameful. A man that is well learned doing a thing like that. It's so laughable. And you can see that some of his likes are also following his footsteps, like the one in Luxembourg that has been sacked by our leader. They all know that it is rightly written in the code of conduct. Before you joining IPOB as a member, definitely you know that there's a structure that is put in place, and the code of conduct is what guides guides the members. So everyone have to be disciplined and work according to the code of conduct, which rightly stated that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one that has the mandate to appoint and expel. That was done. So you have no legal rights or moral to challenge his decision. You have been expelled because your service is no longer needed, or you are not acting according to what you were appointed for. So Chika Edoziem is just playing with fire. Like we have told them before, we are not people that will watch this struggle to go down and fold our ends. I'm very glad that our HOD is very outspoken and is a man of intelligence. And likewise, every of the members of the DOS, we are here to make sure that whatever that needs to be taken in legal action, we will do that. We will not hesitate. So we want to let Chika Edoziem to know that he has been sacked from IPOB. He should stay off and go and form. In fact, they have already formed their organization, which is called Biafra Community. They should just go and form their own organization. They were appointed from Kuje prison. They were also sacked from Sokoto prison. So that is very shameful. And in fact, they have made history. They should just go away and leave IPOB. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Master. He had 5 years. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. He did nothing. He abandoned our people in prison, sacking people, issuing memo to the extent we gave him the name Mr. Memo. And now, in short, he's gone. That's just, I just decided to bring it up here so to know the opinion, input from other people. Otherwise, you cannot disobey our leader consistently and you expect to remain. What for? I beg because still in Australia. Thank you very much, our sister. Go see if I don't know. It should be the last, and then we'll go to our closing remarks.
Ife has joined back.
Yeah, I think I
Please,
am seeing
please,
him
can
here.
we all keep it short? Can we all keep
Very
it short
short, please. Very
because of
short.
our
We
time?
need to round up. Yeah.
Mazi
Okay.
Gosife, please go ahead.
Thank you. Am I coming out loud?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. Yes, just on the subject of the misconduct from the barrister, the sacked barrister, it is an aberration. Clearly, when it validates what our leader talks about. Yeah, someone's mic is open. It validates what our leader talks about zoo judges and their what are they and their barristers, people who are trained in the zoo. They don't understand, ethics. When you hear our leader discuss these people, you begin to the behavior of these men tells you exactly what's black about judges and the rest of them, how they behave. They are the same, all of them, as long as they have the mentality of Nigeria. This is how they behave. They don't understand ethics. Clearly, that is why he's behaving in the manner he is doing. But again, we are going to, as HOD said, we're going to meet them. We're going to meet them in the legal battle, and then they will come out to tell the world. So they are working hard. The enemies are mustering. They are, coming together against our struggle. Clearly, you can see, all of us can see that these people are doing the work of the enemy. If you want to know if someone is actually working for your struggle, look at these people and the things that they are doing. If they are speaking against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that's exactly what Nigerian government will do. If they are lying about this struggle or are trying to undermine this struggle or are targeting those who are working for this struggle, they are doing exactly what the Nigerian government will do. That tells you that you are dealing with an enemy. These people are doing, Nigerian government have relaxed. They are now using these people to fight the struggle. And can't you see that? Anybody, doesn't matter what you're doing, either you are undermining your fellow officer, you are working against the struggle, you are doing anything, you are doing exactly what Nigerian government would want. So we must reflect on these things and then take a step back. We cannot allow these people. That is why we congratulate our media. We commend them for their good work. Every single one of these individual medias, or the work that they do, trying to hold the fort against this enemy. We commend you for your good work. We will continue. We're not going to stop. We're not going to allow these people drag our leader, drag our struggle. Never. We won't allow them. Anywhere we meet them, we'll hit them very hard. Very, very hard. I'll hang it here. Thank you.
Now we go to the final one. Please make it very short. We need to round up. What advice do we have for Biafrans? What can you advise? That should be our closing remarks. First of all, I'll start myself. Want to encourage every IPOB family members around the world to work hard in whatever we are doing and make our contributions, because the struggle is freedom is not free. It costs funds. You need funds in your respective units, zones, states, wherever you are. Do the right thing. We don't charge, there's nothing like registration fee, please. Anybody can join IPOB. We do not charge fees. There's nothing like fees. But anybody that is in your zone or unit will have a register where you register the people, you write their names, and when they pay, you issue them receipts. It's very, very important. And each country will have a financial secretary and treasurer that will do the work And each country, we have only one account. We need to monitor it closely. We can't make the same mistake we made before. It's very, very important. And they also have a template where when you make payments and then the template will be issued and you send it to the finance department, we have where we keep them, is very important. Receipt is very, very important. We have a receipt that's approved by our leader in finance department, and every country have it. In case you don't have it, you endeavor to get it. It's very important for you to get the receipt. But payment is very, very important. Just as we had in our meetings, we're giving dates on or before the date. I mentioned this, I don't want to repeat it here because all the continental reps in our GOS meeting, I said it there, is very, very important. Please, we need to work together as one and make sure that we do the right thing. But we have only one leader, and that leader is our supreme leader, Onyedumazin Nnamdi Kanu. We don't have any substitute, nobody. Irrespective of where he is our leader. And finally, I want to commend all those that have been working hard to make sure that they organize their units and their zones. And the finance department will be going around just as we are doing for some time now, to be having meetings on finance, of course, to tell our people what to do. But I will not stop by telling Biafrans, you still have to ask Edoziem and his group. It's not just coming to talk about Mrs. Anya or accuse our leader of embezzlement. Biafrans still ask them what happened to the $747,000 US in IPOB national account in the USA. What happened to the 53,000 Canadian dollars? In fact, somebody told me it was even more than that, but I'm saying from the one that I saw in the account. What happened to it? What happened to the 15,000 British pounds that Sophia Carlo and her group, what happened to it? What happened to the 42,000 euros in Italy? They have to account for it. It's not just calling in Naya's name. They have to account for it. What happened to the 300,000 rand in South Africa? I was told also that it's more than that. What happened to the Mweri account? Nobody says anything about it. And what happened to all the fundraising that have been, going on all these 5 years that our leader was in this? What happened to it? Biafrans, they need to account for it. Our leader is an innocent man. He did nothing wrong. Instead, he raised funds for the struggle. ESN, COVID-19, Palette, where did they think the money came from? From their 10 euros that they are paying? But anyway, we are going to do things in a different way this time around. So it's very important. Bear in mind, we need funds in this struggle. That is the thing. Thank you all for listening. Now I go to the HOD to round up, please, words of encouragement for Biafrans, and then we go around, and then that's the end. Thank you all. HOD, are you still here?
You can call somebody else.
Okay.
Are you there?
HOD is
Just
not here.
hold on. Let me see if I can bring him. Yes, you can go ahead, HOD.
Okay.
Please, can
thank you.
round up for us, HOD? Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Dear friends, before I get briefly into my closing remarks here, I just want to assure dear friends that your safety, wherever you are, is our concern, very utmost. We are aware of the voicemail threats going on, through various platforms. But what I just want to remind those rascals or gangsters associated with the ex-DOS is that we learned that all of you are here in the United States. Under the US federal law, if you go read through section 875, we all went through schools. Here, school did not go through us. And I believe most of you have some accolade like doctor and whatever you call your names. You must have gone through one school or the other. You don't allow school to go through you. You know that what you have just done, the threat you did, is illegal. You get it? And it could be transmitted. You could be, going against the rule of law in the United States. You are aware that in the United States, anyone in the US making credible threat against people in Nigeria or wherever, that you face, serious legal consequences under American law. You all know that, and you're making all these threats publicly with evidence. And you are doing all this to our personal, the personality we have in our media. I want you to make a recourse, and everything you have said is noted, except you want to, reverse these statements you do publicly. Otherwise, you don't know, under American law, you are all in trouble because it's a well-written law that everyone should know. You don't need to be a lawyer in the United States to know that that is a crime. And you know what follows. So, dear friends, just to tell you that this fourth strategic administration of DOS, eyes and your ears, that's what we represent. We're watching, we're scanning through, and we are very concerned about the safety of our people. And that's why we will not let go any threats such as this. Therefore, I just want to use this space because we've spent time with you all. I want to say to every one of you as we conclude this broadcast, let us remember that our strength, lies in us being together in unity. As Onyendu has called all of us to be in unity, he has also encouraged us to remain resilient. And everyone is aware that we are exhibiting an unwavering hope because we believe Biafra is right there on the doorsteps. Our anticipation and what we are waiting for is for our leader to come out with the Biafran flag, because that is the last miracle, is the only last prophecy that he has ever given to us in the past. He's the one that saw yesterday, and everything he saw yesterday is happening today. The only one still yet unfulfilled, which we are, hurriedly anticipating that will come soon, and that's why I predicted. It's not even prediction. I'm pretty sure that we are the fourth and the last administration as DOS in this IPOB sovereign state as we are pursuing it. So I want to thank every one of you for listening to us tonight. We still require everyone's support, and I will ask everybody to, I'm just encouraging every one of us to, uphold our values. And what defines every one of us is unity. And I also want to tell us that the journey may be long, but I believe that if we come together in unity, we will prevail. And at this point, I want to say to every one of you that may Chukwu Okike Abiama, bless every one of you and protect us all so that we can always be together and do the needful as our Onyendu has commanded us to do. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And then we'll go to the next. Please, we need to round up and make it short. The Deputy Mazi Solomon, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Saya, and thank you, our HOD, for that wonderful speech. Just in addition to what he just pointed out, I want to our people, for those who are still following this guy called a dossier, to understand that any document bearing his signature is nothing more than a worthless pieces of papers. And even before the international community, it's laughable with some of them that I have interacted with, because none of them even would want to meet this guy. Even the human rights organizations, they don't want to have anything to do with this guy. He's just making fool of himself. And for his refusal to step down, in fact, to be honest with you, that does not diminish the reality of his removal. To be honest, it only exposes his defiance of very code of conduct that govern this movement, which is was the one, even the one that signed this code of conduct. And to be honest, for us, this guy does no longer, he doesn't exist anymore. And he's just making fool of himself before the international community. And like as I said before, nobody wants to meet him, nobody wants to do anything with him. And I want to ask our people, if this guy is the same guy that is talking about the late Buhari or whomever, and if you watch this guy, even when Buhari and so many of them were alive, he hardly see those them come out to come and say anything bad against those Nigerian governments. It's hard for him to even to come out and speak against them. And you can see, is this guy that is like somebody, let's say you are a business person, do you look at them like someone you would do business with? No, it's not trustworthy. Imagine your boss, you were sacked by your boss and he refused to step down. Is that somebody you want to trust? Is that somebody you want to give power to? Is that the kind of person you want to be your leader? You've been asked to step down and you refuse and say you are not going, you are going nowhere. You're not saying that you are removing, that you have abolished the office of the deputy leader. How is that possible? So for those of our people who are still following this guy, few of them, not many anyway, I think the earlier the better you realize that this guy will take us nowhere. 5 years, like as our sister, Madam Maya, keep on reiterating here, that 5 years and he couldn't do anything. Tell us these 5 years our leader has been in incarceration. What has the DSM done? Have he taken us to anywhere, make any move internationally or locally or to any organization, even common human rights organization, which is even one of the easiest things to get in? This guy couldn't do anything for 5 years, and I still follow him, few of you, donating money for him, giving him money, feeding him and all his cabals. It doesn't make sense. I think the area for you to realize that this guy, he will take us nowhere. The only time this guy stepped his foot on the United Nations was when our leader was with us. Tell me what he have done. We made him to be there. He doesn't even know anything, but some of you watching him parading himself. That day he went to United Nations in the Switzerland. He doesn't even know how it happens. He doesn't know, but he was just there. Now our leader has been inside for 5 years. What has this guy done? Nothing. Not even to meet his own local MP or whatever they call it in the Switzerland. Nothing. Please, we have to unite. Come back. IPOB is your house. We have only one leader, which is our leader, Mazen Namdekano. If you have been misled, come back and apologize. I can assure you, I know our leader, Mazen Namdekano. He's a father. Even some, maybe he might be older than him, but he's our father. He has the heart as a father. He will forgive you. Come out, publicly apologize and repent. And don't go back. I can assure you, I know our leader. Don't say you have gone too far, you have caused a lot of damages. Yes, you have done that. But please, the earlier the better. Stop now and come back. Apologize to our leader. He will forgive you. I can tell you. And I want to use this opportunity to pray for our leader. And I pray may the Almighty Chukwokike continue to bless him, protect him, lay his right of righteousness upon him, and uphold him. Nothing, no evil will befall him. our leader Mazin Nandekano. May the Almighty God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel continue to bless you, continue to protect you wherever you are right now. May He grant you more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and let the power of wisdom give you greater wisdom than the one He gave King Solomon in the Bible. And any man or woman that mention your name for evil purpose, may the thunder of Elohim destroy that person. May the evil angels begin to pursue our leader Mazin and they cannot pursue us. May the arrow of death, may the angels of death scatter as many as there are that after our leader's life. May the people of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel destroy them. Any man or woman that on evil assignment to assassinate or to destroy our leader's life, O people of hosts, we pray that you should locate such an individual tonight or group and destroy them. Let your mercy be withdrawn from them in the mighty name of Jesus. Please, Father, you are the one that sent this man for us. We are begging you to protect him. Do not put him to shame. Do not let our enemies to rejoice over us. Please, we the Biafrans, we love him. He is the Moses of our time. Please, Heavenly Father, as you were with Moses, be with him. As you were with Joshua, be with him. As you were with Elijah, be with him. Give him more power, physical and spiritual power, to overcome every temptation, every trial that might come on his way, and lay your hands of righteousness upon him. Clothe him with your glory, with your power, with your anointing that cannot be insulted, with your power that cannot be disgraced. Let the anointing of the Holy Ghost be upon you, our leader, Mazin Nandekano. The anointing, the power that cannot be humiliated, that cannot be defied by any agent of darkness, that cannot be disgraced by any external or internal enemies. Let that power from the Most High God be upon you, our leader Mazin Nandekano, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in the name of Jesus. Our leader Mazin Nandekano. Oga deregi man eke, deregi man oye, deregi man aho, deregi man unko. You will not die. Untimely death shall not be your portion. You will see Biafra. You will restore Biafra for us, that we will lift you up and say, our leader, you have done well. And that at the end, you, Almighty Spoke, your name and your name alone will be exalted and magnified. In the name of Yeshua Messiah Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. Thank you.
Amen. So you have closed the thing with prayers now. So I don't think, yeah, you have closed it with prayer. So I think
All right.
that should be the
I think
end.
Master Solomon has closed the
Yeah, he has closed it with prayer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is official. It's
Yes,
official.
it's official now. So we can now
Yeah.
close. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can now close.
All right.
Thank you all.
Abusigo.
Yeah, Augustine. Yeah, I
I think
mean, after that prayer, there's no need to continue
There is
again.
no need to continue. There is
Yeah,
nothing else. There is nothing else.
he has seen it. So
All
thank you
right.
very much, Solomon.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
thank
thank
you.
you all for
Thank
coming.
you.
Thank you very much, members of the POS.
And so, Barrister, just close it up and then let's.
Yes,
Thank you
thank you
all for
very much.
coming. Thank you for all the contributions we all made. I'm sure Biafrans have listened. Please, we all should share. And then that's it. Thank you very much. So,
All
Barrister,
right,
round
thank
it
you,
up
Madam
and let's
Nenayanya. Indeed, so this is actually a good program, I must tell you. I want to thank the fourth administration of the DOS, led by Mazi Chris Mwogu, under the leadership of Oyenimazi Nnamdi. Thank you. You guys have done well. You have done noble. And Madam Nenayanya, thank you for anchoring the program, of course, with me this evening. And to Biafrans who has been watching and listening, I say, may Elohim bless you. You can continue to share this. People will still listen the podcast, and it will go on and on. Thank you, and God bless you all. And God bless our leader, Mazen Nabdekano, and God bless you. Good night, all.
Yeah, we will come again next time. HOD, okay? Next
Yes, ma'am.
time we will do another program. So it's not
Yes,
just
we
this.
will. We will.
Yeah.
As time goes on, yeah, we will.
So thank you
Okay.
all for coming.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Good night, all.
Good night.
I asked them to open Calabar Seaport and Warri Seaport. I did this in writing and I gave it to them. I asked them to dredge River Niger, allow direct international flights to Europe and the USA from Enugu, Iguacha, and Calabar airports, to have respect for the rule of law by releasing Dasuki and El Zakzaki, to set up an international commission of inquiry to investigate the mass murder of IPOB family members at Onisha Mpoa by Enugu, Iguacha, and Sabah. I asked them to remove those extortion centers they call roadblocks across the south, and southeast. As I told them also that I want region-based 100% resource control, complete deregulation of the power sector, and the setting up of a proper reconstruction, rehabilitation, reintegration commission for Biafra, which is essentially South, and Southeast areas, excluding Edo State. I never heard from them again. That is why we must boycott the election. I asked them to open Calabar Seaport and Warri Seaport. I did this in writing and I gave it to them. I asked them to dredge River Niger, allow direct international flights to Europe. And the USA from Enugu. Barrister, what do you want to know? I want to tell you about Yoruba people. Do you want to hear about them or not?
Director, you are at the head of affairs. Say whatever you want to say. Remember, we have no restrictions here.
At all. You know, we have some documents, Barrister, never seen before in the zoo. Nobody knows. Not even Awolowo has this document. But we tell them about Yoruba people. The same way you have Igbo people in the hinterland of Biafra land is the same way that you have a place called Metropolitan or Yoruba proper. The people you see in Lagos, those you see around Abeokuta, the people, Egba people, Ibarakpa people, the people of Egbado, Ketu, the people that they call Popo, these are people of Porto Novo, and Awori people of Ota, where Obasanjo comes from. Awori, that's who he is. He is not proper Yoruba. Do you know that, Barrister? They are not proper Yoruba people. Yoruba people, their boundaries stopped at a place called the Iwo, all the way from Kishi. The old Oyo, which is called Katunga, was destroyed in 1837. Destroyed by the Fulanis in 1837. Destroyed completely and hopelessly. That is the proper Yoruba people, but because of their influence and their conquest, they spread their language all the way to the sea, to places like Epe, in Lagos, Ijebu, Eba, Ibarakwa, a place called Kifun Ketu, spread all the way to the Dahomey.
You are sounding like a Yoruba man yourself, Director. You know all the names.
Oh my God. Barrister, they are not Yoruba. Obasanjo is not a Yoruba man proper. Obasanjo is a satellite Yoruba man. His place is not part of the old Yoruba proper. That was their name. Oyo. Oyo are the Yoruba people. Oyo, the proper Yoruba people. Oyo, their spiritual home is at Ife. What we did not do, you see, we are very peaceful people. We did not force anybody else to impose our dialect on them. Oyo is the proper Yoruba people. The Oyo Empire. They spread their empire. You see, they said the Igbo people are domineering. They dominate you. Oh, they domineer. They will come to Calabar. They will take you. We are asking Yoruba people, how did you break away from Oyo, Igoho, all the way to Awori? How? By conquest, you fought wars. How did Yoruba people go all the way from Iwere, from Isheyin, from Sabe, from a place called Obomosho? Even Ikoyi that you're listening, Ikoyi is not the island in Lagos. So there is the proper Ikoyi. It's in a place called Yoruba proper Ikoyi in present day. Let me
and those ones, the accent is different. The accent is different.
Of course, they are different. These are the proper Yoruba people. They are Oyo out of conquest. They spread their war, if not for conquest. If Yorubas were like the Igbo people, for instance, today Obasanjo will be speaking his own dialect, not Yoruba. Today, like Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be speaking his own language around Porto Novo. All the people around the Ijebu land, including Awolowo, they will all be speaking different language, including Mushud Abiola, different language from Yoruba. But because Igbo people did not venture out in conquest, that's the difference. Yoruba went to war to conquer people. Do you know the only major ethnic nationality that did not go to war to conquer anybody? Barrister.
That is us. It's the Igbos. It's the Biafrans. We didn't fight anybody.
Oh my goodness.
We didn't annex any individual.
They are laughing of Oyo, not they are laughing of Ijebuland or Egbaland. No, are laughing of Oyo. These are the proper, they are called, the Europeans call them the metropolitan Yorubas. That was the place that Kakamfo. What is the man's name again? Afonja. The same thing that, listen very carefully, the same thing that Rocha Sokocha is doing was what Afonja did. He went and said, come and help me to secure political power. The Fulani came as APC is coming now to help them to secure power. And then after that, what happened? They killed the bastard and took over. A Lorin became an emirate. The old Oyo was completely destroyed. In fact, they marched on to the sea to bring Islam to the sea until Islam touched Tinkan Island in Lagos. The reason why we have done this research very meticulously in the past few days is to remind people that history has a habit of repeating itself. If you don't learn from it,
ignore it. Yes,
if you ignore it, the same thing that happened to Kakamfa Afonja while Yorubas were decimated by Islam. Yoruba cowards broke away from Oyo. The proper Oyo, the Yorubas were not close to the sea. Yorubas were not sea people. They never came close to Atlantic Ocean. The only way they come there was via conquest. They conquered the lesser people, like Obasanjo's village. They took them over. The people called Awori people, A-W-O-R-I. They are not Yoruba. Ijebu are not typical Yoruba. No. Eba, no. Ebarapa, no. Ketu, no. The real Yoruba people are the people of Sabe, people of Iwere, Isheyin, Ago, Oja, Obomosho, Ikoyim, Ofa, Oshogo, Ede, Iwo, Ilorin, a place called Katunga, and Kishi. These are proper Yoruba people. Barrister, what do you want to know? I want to tell you about Yoruba people. Do you want to hear about them or not?
Director, you are at the head of affairs.